I'm here with head coach Ryan Shan. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about, we were here on Wednesday. Talk to us, what's your feelings about the camp that you run this year and the kids and how they experience that?
I thought this was the best training camp I've ever experienced in my football life. I mean, I was a football player at Queens. I spent a ham sandwich in the CFL, and this is my third stop institutionally in the USports brand of football. These guys handled the volume well. We're an exciting young group. They practice well. They're well prepared. So I can't wait to see how it translates on the game field today.
All right, now you talk about youth. Let's be frank and honest here. We've got two first-year kids at the most prominent position on a football team at quarterback. What are your thoughts going into today's game?
Well, I'm excited for them. What a tremendous opportunity for them to kind of put their stamp on things here at the University of Guelph. Sometimes change is good. And these guys are ready for the test that's in front of them. So this is kind of like the last little piece of training camp is how they handle game situations. But I'm confident that if either of the one steps across the big white paint today, that they're going to do well.
Absolutely. And finally, Coach, before I let you go, last year the Gryphons had difficulty stopping the run. Certainly injuries were a key part of that. But this Toronto club, they got a couple of good little backs. What's going to be the secret for that second and long?
Well, that's just it. It's do our best to try and get Toronto into second and long situations. They're a good football team. They're a playoff football team that's on the rise, I believe. They're well coached. So, we're just everybody has to dial in today and do their job. And if everybody is gap sound and rallying around the football, I think good things are going to happen. So let's leave 2022 right where it was and focus on this year. This group's ready to play.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Coach, I want to wish you all the best today. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Good luck.
Thanks, Peter. Say hi to Sean.
Will do. All right, folks, we're going to throw it back to Justin and Madupi right after this.
Thanks so much, Peter. Justin, okay, so Guelph's looking a little bit different this year. We're looking a bit younger, two rookie quarterback. How do you think experience is going to play a factor in today's game?
I think these guys are going to learn quickly, but I'm really intrigued by the two young quarterbacks here, Tristan Abu, number 8, and Marshall McCray, number 1. A couple of freshman quarterbacks, both of them moved here over the summer, are really ingratiated in this program. They're committed here, been here for a while trying to pick up the offense that Ryan Shane directs. So I'm hyped to see these guys. Abu is more of a pocket passer.
Okay.
He looks like he has a talented arm though, so we'll see when the actual game kicks off. McCray, more of a runner, a guy that's developing as a passer, but we're talking about an elite athlete. He's a freshman coming in, putting up 225 pounds on the bench press 8 times. Like, I wasn't able to do that until like my middle years, like third year. And I thought I was hitting the gym hard as a youngster. So McCray, very intriguing. He is the second cousin of Trey Ford, who is a former Heck Crichton Trophy winner and currently throwing touchdowns for the Edmonton Elks in the CFL. So he's got great bloodlines. Johnny Casasanto, the great Gryphons recruiter out of Niagara, got McCray here. There's some packages for him. He'll also be the short yardage quarterback. So Abu's going to start the game, and he comes highly advertised. And it's interesting with him, the final 2 choices for him of where to go, the University of Guelph and Toronto, and they're playing the Blues today.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Kickoff is about to take place, and Peter and Sean are going to have the call for the game, and we'll see you back here at halftime.
All right, and there is the opening kickoff, and running to the right with a little bit of room out there, and going to be brought down around the 16-yard line. Sean Moynihan, I don't know if they can hear you. I hope they can, kiddo.
Not yet, Peter. They're working on it.
All right. Well, we've got Sean Patrick Moynihan to my immediate right. My name's Peter Cobb, and this is OUA 2023 with the Guelph Gryphons against the Toronto Varsity Blues. And, well, here we go, Mr. Moynihan. I'm going to tell you, this is a first-year kid. Mr. Aboud, Tristan Aboud, and he's from La Belle Province of Montreal, Quebec. And let's see, his very first snap in the OUA. Turn and the handoff is to Smith, and he busts it up the middle for about 5, maybe 6 yards. Let's keep our eye on the Regal City Smitty, as I like to call him, Mr. Smith, with a gain of 6. It's like second down and 5. I gave him the extra yard just because I'm a little biased. Anyhow, 2nd and 5 here. I don't know if this is going to be a passing situation. We'll see.
Likely be conservative, Pete, right off the bat. Rookie quarterback and all.
All right, let's see. And there's the turn, the fake handoff, and a quick poke out. And getting that first down, and a helmet flies off. Good gracious. Whoa. That was number 6, Cade Stevenson. A nice little duck pass to him. And the kid from Windsor, Ontario, Citizen Cade. Look at him make that first guy miss. Look, his helmet just pops right off, folks. He jumps up and says, hey, no problem. An all-important first down on the very first series. Here we go. Ball now situated about the 28-yard line. Here's the turn and a reverse handoff. Smith makes one man miss, makes two, gets to the outside. He's got a first down, and let's give him 12, Sean. 2 first downs back to back. Smith's helmet's come off. I think we got to buckle those things up a little more. Back to back.
Malcolm James, Pete, on that carry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Malcolm James.
21.
21. Well, it was a great run. No, that's Smith, Sean. That's 26, I think.
Yep, you're right, Pete.
Anyhow, a very nice run, another first down. We didn't see a lot of that last year, folks, and I did promise Coach Shan I wouldn't refer to last year, so I'm not. Okay. Anyhow, first down, ball at the 40-yard line. The Gryphons won the toss and elected to receive. It's a beautiful day here in Guelph. Some white fluffy clouds off in the distance, but the sun is shining. I got my partner next to me. We just hope we get these technical microphone problems out of the way, but we want to say, hey, thank you, because we got Rogers TV on board this year along with OUA TV. You know, we might have a Firehouse sub of the game, and Chatham now has a Firehouse sub, Sean. I'm so excited. All right, here we go. First down and 10. Abood surveys the situation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Turn, fakes the handoff. He's going to stop, throw it. Nice catch there. And slipping a tackle. That looks like number 80, Sean. Spencer Kennedy. Another nice little short pass.
Fourth-year kid from Hamilton.
All right. From the Steel City, and that's a good gain on first down of about, I'm going to say 7 yards. Boy, you love that second and short. There's so much you can do. They're almost at the 50-yard line. It's been a couple of nice first downs and controlling the ball. We've got, we're just underway. The clock, I think, is off. There's the handoff to Smith, and he's going to try to get outside, and he does. Makes 1 2-man miss and bolted out of bounds, but not before he's into Varsity Blue territory. And he's down on one knee, and I do not want to see that. You can watch Smith. He makes, watch this, makes that man miss. 43, missed, and then gets to the outside, and then he got hit right on the, oh no, he grabbed his knee right away. Ouch. Oh, goodness. All right, it's going to be first down. He's being attended to on the far side. There's a good camera shot, and yeah, you can see he's in a little bit of discomfort.
He's the real deal, Peter. We know how excited this team is with Isaiah Smith, OUA Rookie of the Year last year. Big concern there with his injury.
Yeah, we've got the medical staff and a little bit of a delay. That was another first down. The ball now at the 46-yard line of the Varsity Blues. A very impressive first drive by this young offense. You know, I wanted to start off the broadcast, Sean, by saying in 1513, Ponce de Leon was searching for the fountain of youth. He landed in Florida. He needed to come to Guelph. There's such a young club.
All types of new kids here. Over 60 first and second year kids in camp. I think 15 starters today are first-year players. So big youth movement here at the University of Guelph.
All right. Still a little bit of a delay. I think he did get to his feet, which is a great sign. He's walking rather gingerly, and he'll come off, and we'll see if he's replaced by Donovan Malloy. Second on the depth chart, 2 received, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. There's a handoff to the aforementioned Malloy, but he's going to be wrapped up almost immediately, thrown to the ground by number 40.
Craig Sherrington, Pete, with the carry there.
Craig Sherrington. Ryan Stewart made the tackle for the Varsity Blues. Not me. We'll give him maybe 1. So it's going to be second down and 9. Again, the ball on the 45.5-yard line. I'm really anxious to see, because this young Aboud fella can air it out. As one broadcaster described it, he can wing it. And he can. Here he is. He turns, throws back, inside pattern. It is caught, spun, and held on, but good defense there by the Varsity Blues. That pass went out to number 11. Vishon Genesis, I should say. And one thing with Vishon, you've got to hit him in stride. Good tackle there by number 19, Ryan Collins, the third-year kid from Hamilton. And we're going to see a punt. And, you know, we don't have Eric Strauns, but he's on the sideline coaching. So it's a new era of kickers. We've gone from Ferraros to Strauns. And now the Coffin corner punt coming up and catching it on the fly and going down almost immediately is number 3, Luca Pante from Vancouver, British Columbia. 6'1", he plays defensive back, but also returns punts. All right, not a bad first series, Mr. Moynihan. Certainly some cause for concern when we saw Mr. Smith exit to the sidelines, but it was good to see him go off on his own power.
Time of possession last year was absolutely brutal for Guelph. A really good start on that drive. A couple first downs, and they certainly turned the field over.
All right, well, the quarterback is Kinsale Phillip. He makes his return and had a good year last year, led this team to the playoffs. There's the turn and the handoff up the middle and brought down almost immediately. And boy, is that ever important. We talked about second and long.
That looked like number 46, Braden Farigo in there. Led the team in tackles last year, and he's really the real cornerstone of that defense in the middle, Pete.
Lafoucault also helping out. So it is second down and long. We'll give him maybe 3, so 2nd and 7. Let's see what the Varsity Blues. They've got a couple of wide receivers way out here to the right, 2 to the left. Here comes one in motion in the slot. And back to pass, looking, throwing that ball across the middle. It is caught and going to be brought down, and it looks short of that first down. See where they mark it.
Pete, and I think that was the torpedo.
Yes, it was. Oh, are we so glad.
Helping out Guthrie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at Anthony right in there. Okay, it's 3rd down and 1. And here comes the jumbo offense. Boy, you talk about rolling the dice early, Sean. Look at this, 3rd and 1. And it's going to be the quarterback sneak without question. There it is. Oh, we got a flag on the play. Now, the question is, did the defense encroach?
Right.
Or was it an offense moving maybe a little bit early? But that flag was thrown right away.
And maybe on the left side here, Guelph, I believe.
Yeah, okay. So that'll give them a first down. Here's the referee going to make us Farigo in there on that tackle. Offside on the defense. Yeah. Well, they rolled the dice and it paid off that time. The Varsity Blues will maintain possession. It's going to be 1st down and 10. The ball now out at their 27-yard line. Peter Cobb along with Sean Patrick Moynihan. You know him as the Wizard from Wallaceburg. We're still hoping to get him live, but I'm kind of trying to share my mic.
You're doing a good job at sharing, Pete. Now, just a great start by that Guelph defense.
All right. Here we go. Back to pass. Looking, throwing that out on the sideline. Nice pass and catch. And brought down. And that was number 9, Nick Green, who made the reception, and a good gain on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd down and maybe about 2.
Miles Lafoucault with the big tackle, Pete.
Yeah, we might call his name a bit. Kinsale Phillip with a strong arm. We do have an injured Varsity Blue down. Sean, that looks like Dylan Hart, number 58. And he's a 5th-year kid from Barrie, Ontario. 6'3", 300 pounds. Everybody calls him Mr. or Sir. But we want to see him get up, get healthy. Okay. All right. We're hopefully got Mr. Moynihan on
Not yet there, Peter.
on the straight and narrow. Here's the replay. You can see the pass out. That's the old little out pattern, and you'll notice.
Lots of room.
Yeah, lots of room. And
But Lafaucade came to close it down.
yeah, Lafaucade.
Second down, Pete, and a couple.
Here we go. Kinsale Phillip under center, looks, turns, hands the ball off, and I don't think he got it. What a stop by that defensive line. And I think the torpedo was in there. Coming in, and they are going to punt. What a big defensive play. Watch this now.
Josh Campbell in the original hit, Peter.
Oh, man, Campbell with a big hit right there. Boom. And
Number
look,
two.
two in there, too.
Welcome back to the
Oh,
OUA.
boy.
Anthony the Torpedo Mortuzzo.
Oh, wonderful defensive play. They're going to punt, standing on his own 22-yard line is Sam Hankey. Hankey punts it away. Be gathered in by the Gryphons around their own 25-yard line, cutting up the right-hand side of the field, making one two-man miss, and decent starting field position there for the Gryphons. Let's see who that is. Looked like that might have been Green. Gianni Green, number 39 from Mississauga, who gathered in that punt. And this is series number 2 for the Gryphons. And young Tristan Aboud, 6'4", Sean.
Pete, Isaiah is still over on the bench, the first aid bench over on the Guelph bench. Not a great sign for the Guelph Gryphons.
No, I know. And we were raving about him. We had a nice chance to talk to him before the game. There's a fake handoff pass out, and still driving those legs is Kane Stevenson. Citizen Kane, as I like to call him. Where's number 7? Boy, he makes that young fella there miss, and he's going to go for a bit. Who made that? Hung on for dear life. Didn't get the number of that varsity blue, but he made a nice defensive play. All right, 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the right now. 1 set back, 2 to the left. Aboud surveys the situation, tells everybody to get in motion. Back to pass, looking. Fires a dart out here, and it was a dart. And trying to get to that first down, I think he might be half a yard short, is number
William
5.
Arsenault. His first catch in the OUA.
From Calgary, Alberta, folks. And let's see here. Oh, my. All right, Coach Sheehan says, hey, I'm a River Road gambler, too. It's 3rd down and about a yard. So the defense
in the
has
game
to get...
comes Marshall McCray, another first-year quarterback, the speedster from Niagara Falls.
All right. There's a new Marshall in town. Let's see this short yardage play, what it looks like. Turning, handoff, and did he get it? It's all going to be on the spot. He kind of got tripped up. He might have been short.
Oh, my, Pete.
Boy, they're going to call for a measurement. He just got tripped up.
That's a tough spot there, Peter.
Yeah, it really is. I think he's going to be about 3 inches short based on where the stick is on the far side. But let's see what happens. Interesting kind of a spin and handoff. It just got tripped up. Otherwise, he had the yardage easily. All right, folks, a critical point here in the first quarter. They stretch the chain. They mark it down. Here we go. Let's see if it's a turnover on downs. Oh, my. Oh, my. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you 2 inches? And here comes the Gryphon defense. Oh, my goodness. So the Varsity Blues all of a sudden have a fine defensive stop, and they're going to get possession of the ball. I can't see. The score clock is out.
All types of technical problems, Speed.
I can't tell you how much time is left in the first quarter, folks, but I will tell you this, that the Varsity Blues offensively now have the ball on the Guelph Gryphon 48-yard line. And let's see what Kinsale Phillip has up his sleeve at this possession. 3 receivers to the left. He's got guys in motion all over the place. Back to pass, looking, rolling, and he's going to take off and run. And oh, is he hammered by number 2? I wonder who that is.
The torpedo.
Oh, boy. And I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Phillip. You keep an eye out for number 2 because he's going to lay the lumber. Watch this, folks. Bang! He loves contact. All right, a good gain of 6 there. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. Play getting in a little bit late. If you're just joining us, there's no score in the game. Guelph did receive the kickoff, had a couple of first downs, but a critical, it looks like an injury to Isaiah Smith, which is cause for concern. All right, back to pass. Here's a little slot pass, wide open. That's going to be a first down and more. And brought down around the 33-yard line. A very good play. The wide receivers out here, number 2 in particular, Matthew Westover.
Yeah, Matthew Westover made a great block on the outside to free him up.
Yeah, watch this,
well-designed play.
Yeah, you can see. And number 9, Nick Green, made the catch from Coquitlam, BC. He's in his 5th-year kid too, Nick Green. Where's number 9? First down. Ball on the 32-yard line of the Gryphons. 1 setback, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bad snap, ball's fumbled up, picked up, and brought down with the minimal gain, but they fumbled the snap, and I think it was going to be a handoff anyway.
Yeah. Jack Cobb made the original contact there, Pete.
Well, I'm going to tell you, every time Jack Cobb makes a great play, he's related to me. I'm just going to say that. He's got his nose right in there.
He got
number 55.
Slow him up.
Look at that Cobb name. Love it. Might have to do a special interview with him someday. All right. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. 2nd down and long. 2nd and 10, pretty much no gain. And we got a flag, and that's going to be offside on the offense. And
I think that's number 1, way over. Pete,
yeah, he was, yeah.
It'll drive the coaches crazy.
Oh, yeah. And I guess you expect that. It's the first game of the season. That's another thing, Sean. Let's be honest. Last year, this Guelph Gryphon team penalized a lot.
10th in the league in penalties, Pete. And, you know, we blame youth on that. Hopefully this year they play a cleaner game.
All right. Okay, it is now going to be 2nd down and 15. Ball is at the 37-yard line of the Gryphons. Again, folks, I do apologize. I can't tell you how much time is left in the quarter. It's being manually kept down on the field by one of the officials, I'm sure. All right. Philippe back to pass, looking. He's going to try to roll out right. He's going to throw it across the field, and it's caught. And brought down. A very nice catch and play. The question, it will be a first down. Reception by Jake Oseen, 5'11" from Vancouver, British Columbia. And Phillip Kinsale had time there, Sean.
He could get outside the pocket, buy some time, and just does throw a sidearm dart.
All right, big play by that Varsity Blue offense. They have the ball at the 19-yard line of the Gryphons now. Phillip surveys, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, lots of motion. The turn, there's the handoff to the right, trying to get the ball up the middle and brought down. And again, making that final tackle, I believe, is number 2, Sean.
He's been all over the field.
We met his mom and dad today, and his aunt, who's his godmother. I mean, what a wonderful family. Just great people, and they've raised a wonderful son who is a tremendous football player, and so excited to be back on the field this year. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Another big play here for this Gryphon defense. Can they hold them to a field goal attempt? Lots of motion back. He's going to run, and he's going to be brought down. Big play there. Jack Cobb says no, and Mortuzzo got hurt, Sean. He was calling for medical attention. Please, no. Oh, goodness. He's hustling off the field.
He made the original contact.
Yeah, he did. Oh, my goodness. He's gone off to the sideline. You can see he's in a bit of discomfort there. Did have some shoulder issues. All right, here's a 25-yard field goal attempt. And we will let you know if it's going to be 3-0 for the Varsity Blue. Ball's down, the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. And so, with whatever amount of time is left in the first quarter, it's 3-0 for the Toronto Varsity Blues, Sean. Sam Hankey kicking it through the uprights. And I see the media flag out there. We've got some activities on the field. Number 11 and Mr. Moynihan, I know that you've talked. We're looking for a big season from him.
Absolutely. Led the team in receptions last year. First team OUA. He is ready to go this year.
All right. Big first down. Ball is now at the 53-yard line of the Gryphons. Here's another pass out to the side. That ball looks like it's going to be caught. And let's see. I haven't seen an official. That was number 5. Willem Arsenault. It is complete. Going to be 2nd down and 4. So look at that. A frozen rope. Arsenault scoops it, makes the catch. The ball now is in Varsity Blue territory at their 50. 2nd down and 3 to go. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 1 setback. Aboud gets everybody in motion. He's back to pass, throws that quick out, and that ball is incomplete. Again, he was looking for number 7, Kane Stevenson, and the ball a little bit. I think Kane turned in. He should have gone out. Yeah. And because he said it was on me. I don't know if we'll see the replay if it's long enough. He kind of said no. He hung his head. He knew that's on me. I should have turned out. All right, the ball is going to be punted now. And as I mentioned, Benjamin Lane is going to kick it away. Oh, my. Thought that was going to be almost blocked. It was caught up on the fly. We're going to have a no yards call here.
15 yards.
Yeah. That's a kicker of a penalty, but almost blocked. Not sure if that was Benjamin Lane or Nicholas Gardero.
Handle the punt.
Nicholas Gardero has got the punter, and he did a good job to get it away. There's your no yards call. 15. It's 5 if it bounces and they pick it up. Right.
Different than the CFL. CFL is 15 all the way around. Here it's still 5 and 15.
Well, the Varsity Blues, that certainly helps their predicament. They have a 3-0 lead, and they have the ball on their own 38-yard line. Gryphons defense back out there on the field. Let's see what Kinsale Phillip has in store during this. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Everybody in motion. There's a little flip pass and brought down from behind. What a play by number 96, Josh Campbell. What a big play from Montreal, the 5th-year kid. Big play by Campbell. That was a loss, folks, of 8. So it's going to be 2nd down and 18. And I talked to Coach Sheehan about 2nd and long, and this is what you want to do. You want to put them in 2nd and long. Kinsale Phillip. Lots of motion. 3 receivers coming out here to the right. Back to pass. They throw it out on the wing. That ball is caught and brought down immediately. Great tackle there. All right, Anakin Guthrie, number 37, getting it done. And the Gryphons are going to get a chance for a punt return here. Back is number 37, Anakin Guthrie, who just made that big play, along with number 81, Jacob Thomas. Jacob Thomas, and that looks like that could be the first quarter, maybe the last play of the first quarter. You can see the, again, the score clock is out, folks. And I think they'll have one more play, though, I would think, but maybe not. You can see an explanation. The linesman over here giving an explanation to Coach Marshall, the referee, and now it looks like everybody is going to go down and switch ends. Really not a lot of wind here today. I'm just looking at the flag a little bit from, out of the north there. But even the flags on the field goal, just a little bit. It's going to give Aboud a little bit of wind when he airs it out. Let's see if these Gryphons can get on the scoreboard with this possession.
But a good first quarter, but the big concern right now, Isaiah Smith, all-star running back, on crutches on the sideline beat, not looking good. We're still waiting to find out about Anthony Mortuzzo, another mega star here in Guelph, out right now. It appears to be a wrist or arm injury.
All right. During certain breaks, we do honor community folks for what they do around the Guelph community and the campus. Really a classy organization here at the U of Guelph. This is our 9th year of broadcasting, Mr. Moynihan and I. Where does the time go? I don't know. All right. This is Sam Hankey going to punt it away. He lets it fly. It's going to be scooped off by Guthrie. Makes one man miss, and his helmet goes flying off, and flags all over the place. Folks, that's the 3rd time we've seen, but this one was a hand literally ripping the helmet off.
And Guthrie is only 5'7", Pete. He's a little guy that gets behind the line, but clothesline to the helmet, and this will be a 15-yard penalty.
This is going to give...
Replay. Yikes.
Yeah, that's going to give them excellent field position. Should almost move it into Varsity Blue territory. Referees, you can see over there having a discussion. Just double checking to see. We still do not have a scoreboard operational. And we're sorting out, first game of the season, sorting out some things. It's good to see everybody. Andy Beckler, so good to us, gets us all our information. Madupe and Justin, two-hand tomahawk slam dunk. Good to see everybody. Everybody wintered well. We had great conversations with Pat Sheehan today, you know, and he just loves to talk football, and he was so proud. He had his grandkids here, and we met Coach.
Nice discussion with Joe Demore, offensive coordinator with Toronto. Of course, we spent a lot of time down in Winterfeed, and he really had some great insights into the OUA season and really the significance on an 8-game schedule getting off to a fast start.
Yeah, he talked about, see, a little bit of a change here now. I don't know what's going on. So they're going to take the 15-yard penalty and ask them to re-punt it. So now Mr. Hankey is going to kick this ball from his own, well, probably he's standing on his own 10 to punt it, but he'll take a couple of yards. This should be, again, excellent field position for the Gryphons. Let's see what happens here. Boy, special teams is such another critical part of this game. There's a punt, and it's a good one. Moving up, though, again. Guthrie's got it on the fly, trying to come out. Cuts to the outside. Still makes one man miss. Still on his feet, trying to hang on to the ball, and he does. And he got it up to about the 53-yard line. We got players unpiling over there. And the Gryphons offense will have excellent field position, just a couple yards shy of midfield. Well, you could see those Varsity Blues trying to tackle that football, wanting to create that turnover. All right, Aboud surveys the situation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 in the slot, 1 out here to the right. That's Genesis.
Vishon with single coverage out here.
Here's the handoff, and breaking one, and look out! Busting into the open field is number 23, Malloy. 5'10", second-year kid from Hamilton, and boy, when he got into open field, a big run. First down now, the ball at the 38-yard line of the Varsity Blues. Look at him go. And he lowered the boom. I'm going to tell you, number 20 took the brunt of that. Owen Cassie. Yeah. But, you know, kudos to Cassie for putting his nose in there. Pretty much tackled him at a standstill. 3 receivers here to the right, 1 to the left. 1 back, and it looks like we have timeout. Guelph having trouble getting the play in, I think. So that's the first timeout of the half. We're in the second quarter. If you just joined us, it's 3-0 for the Varsity Blues. About a 28-yard field goal by Sam Hankey has given the Varsity Blues a 3-0 lead. If you're a social media follower, at Cobb_Peter, if you want to send a message, if you're tuning us in wherever you are in this great province, country, and across the world. First down. Ball again at the 38-yard line of the Varsity Blues. Aboud with 3 receivers. Set here to the right, 1 to the left. 1 setback. Back to pass. Looking. Got time. Throws it across the middle. Got a man open. And it is caught and intercepted. Oh, my. Number 20 with the interception. And finally brought down about the 40-yard line. That was Owen Cassie with the pick. But number 80, Sean. Spencer Kennedy, he had it. Watch this play, folks. This is a beautifully thrown pass. He's got it. And all of a sudden, he lost it. And right there to pick it off.
Number 20, Owen Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie made the play. And what a turn of events. Boy, are they celebrating with Cassie on the sidelines there. First turnover of the game. The Varsity Blues have the ball at their own 40. 3-0. They have the lead too, and the ball. Phillip back to pass, looking. He's got time. He's trying to get to the outside. Being rushed, throws, and it is caught for a gain of about 8 yards.
You've got a hole back here on the line of scrimmage, Peter.
Okay, a holding call, and that's going to bring it back. He did have an inordinate amount of time there. Yeah, 63.
72,
Yeah,
Pete.
took his helmet off, too.
Could be both of them, but 72 also had a death grip.
Number 72, Jacob Wright. Here's the call. Number 63.
Good pressure there by the Guelph defense, Pete.
All right, here we go. Lots of motion here. 3 receivers to the left. Back to pass. Phillip looking. He's trying to get outside. He's got a man, but he's going to be brought down immediately for minimal gain. Now it's going to be second down and about 20. Yeah, I agree. Good play there by number 46, Brandon Ferrigo.
Another hold. Good pressure by on the outside, number 44.
Oh, look at there. More Tuzo back in the game. Oh, does that warm our hearts? Now, if he could only get Mr. Smith, but he...
Last time...
Yeah, I see him with his yeah, he's on crutches and his jersey's off and pads are off. Not a good sign, folks. All right. Back, there's the fake handoff. Quarterback draw. Nice moves here. Running into his own man, but a big hit there by number 3, Miles Lafoucade. It's going to be third down, and boy, I'm going to tell you what, number 4, Kinsale Phillip has got some moves. Look, he runs into his own man. Nigel Legood.
He's got some wheels, and the game plan was to really contain him.
Yeah.
But we did have a late flag there, and I noticed Anthony Mortuzzo in the middle. This will be a big call.
All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, my. Critical. So an unnecessary roughness call, 15 yards, and that marches the ball right to just about midfield. But the stinger is the Varsity Blues maintain possession on offense. Again, as I lean over, I still don't see it.
No clock, no headphone up here in the booth, but we'll be as happy as we can possibly be, Peter.
All right. Peter Cobb, Sean Moynihan. This is OUA/Rogers TV. Varsity Blues with a 3-0 lead in the ball. There's a handoff heading up the gut. And good linebacker play there. Brought down by number 43, Braden McDougall. That was Nigel Legood on the carry there. That's going to be second down and 6. Another big defensive play here.
Pete, that was another big hit, though, by El Khadi from the outside, number 44.
Yeah, they
having a great start.
Yeah, it really is. This defensive line, there were a lot of questions, but they're answering a bunch of them here. All right, back to pass, looking, had the ball slip. Ball is thrown out here, making 1 2-man miss and getting that ball down, and another first down. That's number 9, Nick Green. Boy, he was out here, and once he had the ball, he had some space.
Just a great pass here, though, by Phil. Like, that is right on the money.
Look at 32 getting out there to try to block, too.
Twin Mulligan there.
Yeah.
Really setting that up.
We got a player down for the...
Josh Campbell.
Oh, boy. Early on in the seasons, and you can see Campbell on his back and a little bit of discomfort. Another big second and long play made by these Varsity Blues. 3-0 is the score here. This is game number 1 I do know that next week the Guelph Gryphons travel to my alma mater, the University of Windsor, and boy, that's another improved football club down there, down the 401.
If you remember last year, Peter, Windsor waltzed in here, all of a sudden had this tremendous ground game, and right off the bat they stole one from Guelph, and Guelph really never recovered after that loss last year. So looking for a little bit of retribution next week in the Rose City.
All right. We can see Campbell getting to his feet, which is a good sign. Walking off under his own power is big number 96, 6'2", from Montreal, Quebec. First and 10 for the Varsity Blues. Boy, Kitsale Phillip, you know, I got to tell you, he looks quite comfortable in the pocket.
For sure, Pete. You just cannot give him room. I mean, last year it was his way he performed. You give him a little bit of room to get outside, and he's going to beat you with his legs.
All right, here we go. 3 receivers to the right, 2 setbacks. Back to pass, looking, lots of time and room. Ball's thrown across the middle, and it's caught. And finally brought down is number 9, Nick Green, but a couple of Gryphons had an early shot at him, including number 44, Yusuf El-Khaldi.
El-Khaldi's been in on a lot of hits, Pete. But good pressure again by Guelph.
And Jack Cobb had a chance at him too, 55. But anyhow, it's going to be second down, and I'm going to say about 4 to go. Yeah, we got a player down, and that could be Cobb. Number 55, and we've seen maybe a little too much of this with injuries.
For sure. It
Sean.
Devastated Guelph last year. I think at one point they had 17 kids out of the lineup with injury, and we've seen it today with a couple big injuries to Isaiah Smith, who looks extremely questionable getting back in. Fortunately, Mertuzzo is back in, but this would be a big loss here with Jack Cobb, the corner linebacker.
Where's number 55? Like the great Wayne Walker of my beloved Detroit Lions back in the 60s and early 70s, Sean. He wore number 55. I will make folks reference to my Detroit Lions, Sean, because I think chips are all in this year.
This is the year, right?
Sean Moynihan swatting the bees that have made their way. They didn't pay to get in, so no, you don't get to hang around. All right. Second down and 4 as Jack Cobb makes his way off the field. Second quarter action. 3-0. Varsity Blues with the lead here in game 1 of the 2023 OUA football season. Back to pass, looking. Sack! We fumble the ball and gets back on it. Big hit by number 43, Braden McDougall, coming off the wing and letting this crowd know it. Caused a fumble and caused a punt. Big play by McDougall.
Phillip on that play there to find that ball after he dropped it, Pete. But Braden come in from the outside. 72 was on that ball too. Could have been real disaster.
Great defensive call. Okay, punting the ball.
Hankey back to punt. That is...
Lots of guys. It's third down and about 9. He's got it. Looking. He's trying to get it over there into the coffin corner. And it is punted out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Still coming up, and they're going to mark the ball out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So not too bad a field position. Could have been a lot worse. No rouge in effect there. Still 3-0. Gryphons have the ball. We'd love to know how much time is left. All right. Aboud surveys the situation. Turn. The ball is handed off. And a nice running hole and making up some good ground. And probably a gain of 4 or 5. by Donovan Malloy. Oh, okay, we just lost me, I think. Oh, there we're back. Okay, 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball at the Gryphon 20.5-yard line. Aboud looking. 2 receivers to his left. 2 here to the right. 1 setback. Fakes the handoff. Looking. Throwing that ball out to the outside, and it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Let's see. No, hold it. It looks like he did catch it. Willem Arsenault. All right, that's a 1st down. What a catch. Watch this, folks. This shows you the arm of Aboud. Rolling right, throwing it over top of the linebackers, and a great catch by Arsenault, number 5. All right, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 setback. Turn the handoff. Demoy trying to cut through to the outside, makes 1-2 miss, continues upfield, and he bumbles for another 1st down. Number 23, Donovan Malloy, making a statement here today. Another big 1st down. All right. 47-yard line of the Gryphons. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Malloy the lone setback. Genesis is out there to the left. Keep an eye on him. Here's the pass back. They go out to Genesis. He's got it. And he's trying to break free, and he's got another 1st down. And they're now into Varsity Blue territory. Vashon Genesis getting it done. Number 11. What a sweet pair of hands. Look at that throw, Mr. Moynihan.
We know how focused Vashon is this year, Pete. They just did not get him the ball enough last year. And there, that great arm of Aboud, too, is he's showcasing it. Great composure. Guelph on the move.
All right. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Varsity Blues. Aboud got it. Turns, fakes the handoff, hits it out to Citizen Kane Stevenson with a blocker in front of him. Look at Stevenson go, rumbling all the way to the 20-yard line. First down. What a call. Citizen Kane from Windsor, Ontario. And the Gryphons are rolling. Boy, oh boy. Good tackle there by number 20, Owen Cassie. He's had a big game. Interceptions, big tackles. Cassie has for the Varsity Blues. 1st and 10. The ball on the 21-yard line. This is the deepest penetration that the Gryphons have had today. 3-0. They trail. Back to pass. Looking. Oh, he's going to take off and run. Look at him go. He's inside the 10 and all the way to the 5-yard line. 1st down, Gryphons shot. And Tristan Aboud, the pocket passer, all of a sudden is running.
And in comes Malcolm McRae. Great run by Aboud. What a performance in his 1st game here in the OUA.
All right, here comes our short yardage team, and that's going to be run by Marshall McRae. He's number 1. The 2nd cousin of the great Trey Ford. Making a name for himself here. He turns, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, got a man wide open. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, Evan Spangenberg was wide open. Oh, and nobody feels worth it. It was a beautiful pass. You can see him rolling right, throwing that ball out there. And I was saying touchdown before. He looked like Leon Lett for a moment, if you remember that play. Dallas Cowboy play. Oh, goodness gracious.
And that play, Pete, they really keyed on Marshall, thinking he was going to try to turn the corner, made that quick pass. However, 2nd down, Aboud back in.
All right, 2nd and goal, ball on the 5-yard line. 3 receivers split wide left. Stevenson comes in motion to the left. Now looking, ball's back, looking, got man, throwing that ball into the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Gryphons! What a play! Willem Arsenault, number 5, a beautiful pitch and pass, and the Gryphons have scored their 1st touchdown of the 2023 season. Tristan Abood, welcome to the OUA.
And William Arsenault, a first-year kid from Calgary, Alberta.
What a great pair of hands. He just said that just pitch and catch. Beat number 19 there. That was Ryan Collins. And here is the all-important extra point. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And I wish I could tell you how much time is left, but I can tell you this, Mr. Moynihan, the Gryphons lead 7-3.
And good news, they're getting us another cord. We're up here in the broadcast booth, so we don't have to share a mic. It's going to be an incredible second half.
All right, folks. Mr. Moynihan with his expertise. He and I have worked broadcasts from hockey, high school volleyball, basketball, back in the Maple City in Chatham, and this is our 9th year together of calling Guelph Gryphons football games. And boy, I'm going to tell you, we have been treated royally at this.
Absolutely. We're homers, Pete, but this is just one of the finest environments in USports here in Ontario. Incredible facility, incredible people. We love the culture down here.
Well, we want to thank our technical staff who have worked like the Dickens today, overcoming. Look at this race here. Can he catch the gopher? Almost. Some future sprinters there. All right. Little Eye of the Tiger being played in the background. Only fitting. There's a good shot of that Griffin bench over there. Willem Arsenault. Coach Sheehan. We got the kickoff up and coming. That sun shining brightly. Here is the kickoff.
Lane.
Back, kicking that into the end zone. My goodness. Bringing it out and trying to head up to the middle and trying to get to the outside. And a great play by number 13, Kyle Simon Guerin from Brampton. Another first-year kid, but taking him out at the knees. He gets by Guerin there, and he's got some daylight. Watch this. Here's a replay of the touchdown. Watch this pass, Abood. Just a beautiful arm. That's just pitch and catch.
We also had Kane Stevenson open in the flat. Just a beautiful design play, and what a touch by Abood.
All right. First down. Kinsale Phillip now with his team trailing by 4. Has the ball on his own 24-yard line. 3 receivers in motion here to the left. He's back to pass. Looks, the ball is thrown to Green. He's got it. Hangs onto it and brought down as Mortuzzo makes sure he goes no further. Nick Green, he's had a good game, but he's a 5th-year kid from Coquitlam. Going to be first down and 10 for the. All right. Here we go.
And I can hear you, Pete.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Jeff Ketty, we just upped his wages.
Yep. We're a little loud there, Pete, if you want to adjust
turn
yours.
You down a little bit. Is that better?
A little bit. Yeah, how about that, Pete?
Yep, you're good.
Oh, boy. Folks.
Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Moynihan.
We've been sharing a mic and spitting on each other almost. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. But, hey, we're back in business, folks. It's OUA TV. It's Rogers TV. It's Pete and Sean. And we got a ball game. 7-3. The Gryphons have the lead. It's second down and about 8. Another big play here for this Gryphon defense. Let's see what happens. Back to pass. Coming off the side and Sacramento, Sean. The Gryphon defense again getting it done.
Big pressure right off the bat by Braden McDonald, but in the middle, you won't believe this, Pete. the incredible Anthony the Torpedo Martuzzo.
And Josh Campbell was in there too, Sean.
Absolutely.
Good to see him back, and it's going to be third down punting. And now, if we could only get that scoreboard up and running.
I know. One problem at a time here, Pete. And if they could get some more water up here in the booth.
Yeah, I could use another bottle. That's for sure.
We're doing well.
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you to the staff for getting me fixed up there. I was going to go wait in the car for a while there, but.
Oh, goodness. All right. Third down. It's punting situation. Looks like Guthrie is the only guy back. And he's kind of keeping an eye on where this punt is coming from. There's a bunch of Gryphons up on that line. Wonder if they're going to create some kind of pressure. There's kind of a pooch kick. And scooping it up is Guthrie. And he does manage to cross midfield. I'm surprised we didn't see a flag
I'm with you, Pete, because that ball bounded backwards.
All right, anyhow, excellent field position. Here comes the offense one more time. The ball is at the 53-yard line of the Varsity Blues. The Gryphons are coming off a beautiful scoring drive, and they hope to make it another. Tristan Aboud. My goodness, we have marveled at what he has been able to do, this first-year kid. Got the jitters out, and here we go. There's the handoff, the fake handoff. That ball was hit. Aboud was hit. His arm going forward.
Jackson Mayer in there, Pete, got a hand on that ball for Toronto. A nice play. Jumped up.
That's another thing. This offensive line has given Aboud some time to get comfortable back there.
And really, to our surprise, we've seen Aboud take off with the ball.
I know.
We were led to believe it's highly unlikely that would happen.
That was a big play. Got it down to the 5-yard line, and they eventually scored. All right, 2nd and 10. Let's see what happens here. 2 receivers to left, 3 to the right. Back to pass, got time, looking, throwing it long and deep. Got a man out there and overthrows. Not sure who that was.
That's Vishon.
Yeah, that was Genesis out there.
I like the play, though, Pete. Lots of pressure from Toronto on that.
Well, and the crowd, you heard them awe. I thought, oh, they're awing. Something happened. Yeah, he threw the ball 60 yards in the air. Good gracious.
Boy, did not miss by much.
No, he didn't.
I like them targeting Vishon, Pete. He's their go-to guy. They got to get that kid the ball.
Josh Carter with the coverage there for the Varsity Blues. All right, ball being punted away. High spiral and heading out of bounds. And let's see where they mark this.
About the 25, I believe, Pete.
Oh, they're going to say the 22-yard line.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Varsity Blues offense comes back on the field.
You know, Pete, now that I have my mic, last year, Guelph was 10th in penalties in the OUA. There's 11 teams. 10th in time of possession. 10th in total offense. And boy, we've seen such a positive change this year already. Possessing the ball, big running plays. Aboud's been great throwing the ball. Boy, change is noted here.
Yeah, without question. And like you say, acquiring first downs too. Good clock management. All right, Varsity Blues back. There's the fake handoff. Looking, got time. You're going to throw it long and deep. Got a man out there, and it's intercepted by number 21 and out of bounds.
Malcolm James.
What a play. He came from almost the middle of the field, hustled over, and there's the first turnover by the Varsity Blues.
And Pete, we talked to Malcolm just before this game. He was out early, warming up, doing his exercises, doing his stretches. Fine young man. Malcolm, way to make your mark on maybe the biggest play of this first half.
All right, here we go. Ball now at the 46-yard line of the Varsity Blues. Aboud in the offense comes right back out on the field after the turnover. Lots of motion.
Is it Donovan Malloy?
And back to pass. Looking, there's the fake handoff, and look at the running room. He's got the draw play, has gathered at least 14 yards all the way to the 34-yard line. First down, Gryphons. What a call.
Donovan Malloy. He has really stepped up here. He's a second-year man, Pete.
You know what? On that replay, you watched how Aboud sold the pass. pass.
For sure.
And froze those linebackers and then just dropped the handoff off, and we got a first down.
Pete, that was another saving tackle by Owen Cassie of Toronto.
He's had a big game.
He's been all over.
Yeah. All right, back to pass, looking, throwing into the slot. That ball is caught and close to another first down.
It will be, Pete.
Yeah. I think that's number 11, is it not?
No, it's not, Pete.
No?
We
Let's
think
see.
it's 81. We'll get it for you.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, I think you're right.
Jacob
81,
Thomas.
Jacob Thomas.
He's from Guelph.
Right
He's a
here in the
local
Regal
kid.
City. Yeah. Okay. First down. Ball at the 22-yard line of the Varsity Blues. 7-3. The Gryphons have the lead. Knocking on the door for more. There's the fake handoff. Cutting that ball inside to Vachon. Genesis. He cuts to the outside, Sean. And he's going to dive for the end zone. Did he get in? Let's see. We're waiting. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Pete, he's such an athlete.
Oh.
He made the big stretch there and reached that
Watch
arm
this,
out, and
folks.
you'll get this on the play. And this is beautiful. Sort of a bubble screen there. And Vishon,
Look at the blocking
speed.
downfield.
Baracus with a big block.
And look at him reach out, trying to get that ball across. That looked pretty close.
He's in the air. That looked like he broke the plane to me, but
okay, and we got Marshall. There's a new Marshall in town, Sean. Mr. McCray at the 1-yard line. Look at this full house backfield.
I expect him to keep it at some point, Pete.
He's going to run it, keep it, and bust in. Is he in? And he
is.
Touchdown, Gryphons! Marshall McCray. Like I said, there's a new Marshall in town. Touchdown, Gryphons. They lead it 13-3 with the ensuing point after.
Well, Pete, if you see here, Marshall went up kind of high here going in. And a little dangerous there. I'm sure the coaching staff is going to tell him, hey, this puts a shoulder down on that 1-yard play.
Well, Jeremy Sinclair did his best to try to pull him back, but he couldn't stop the train. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And with some amount of time left before halftime, you can see Coach Sheehan clapping. His team leads it 14-3. The sun is shining here in beautiful Guelph, Ontario, wherever you are listening to us. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. I'll check my phone to see if anybody has
I know we have a lot of
tweeted us.
players from Quebec, Montreal, out in Calgary, throughout out west. So we hope families and parents are tuning us in. Your kids are in good hands. A great first half.
My own children? Oh no, you mean?
Oh, we already know about your kids. They moved out the first thing they could do when they turned 16, I believe, moved out.
Oh gosh, we have more fun up here,
not
folks.
At all.
I'll tell you. All right, number 30, Benjamin Lane, getting ready to kick it off here. He had a great boot.
He did the first
it
one
right into the end zone.
In the end zone here.
Here he goes again. Siren going off, and he's got another good boot into the end zone one more time and bring that ball out and trying to get it to the outside and getting it to the outside, and look out, and another fine tackle over there.
Number 13, Pete.
Yeah.
That's
Kyle Simon Guerin, who made another great tackle before.
First-year kid from Brampton, Ontario.
I'm telling you, if he doesn't make that play, the Varsity Blue runner is going for at least another 25 yards.
You know, Pete, that's happened twice now on kickoffs, where deep kickoff, but almost over coverage by Guelph.
Yeah.
If not for a couple of great tackles.
All right. Let's see how Mr. Kinsale Phillip holds his team up here, now trailing by 11 points, 14-3. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. 1 lone running back to pass. He's going to throw it long and deep on the outside. That ball is thrown. We got a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be interference of some sort.
Yeah, that's pass interference, likely on Cromwell.
Yeah.
They were tied up there, Pete, kind of hands on each other.
And you can see, I love Coach Sheehan over there. He's saying, no, that ball was not catchable, given the old way over his head.
Yeah.
But let's see. You can see Coach Sheehan say, look, now that ball was 8 yards beyond Oh, there we go. The ball was not catchable. So coach, and look at Blake Marshall. He says, come on. I disagree with that. So one coach is happy, the other one's upset.
Here's the, well, and
yeah, it was well overthrown.
But he was held up there, Pete, so maybe he would have got to that ball, but a close one. But
unless
we'll
he's
take
Noah
the call.
Miles,
Yeah.
who won the 100 and 200 at the World Championships recently. Oh, my goodness. Anyhow, here we go. It's second down and long. Kinsale Phillip back to pass, looking. Pass across the middle. Oh, almost intercepted by number 46, Brandon Ferrigo. It's going to be third down, and here comes the punting unit. And boy, what another good opportunity to get some decent field position as Guthrie comes back, along with number 81, Jacob Thomas.
And this has happened now twice in a row after a big Guelph score. The defense has come in and held them to 0 first downs, Pete, putting the ball right back in Guthrie, I believe's hands. Maybe Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas and Guthrie back there. Let's see what the punter. He boots it. It's a good boot. Looks like Guthrie's got it. He's going to cut up that left-hand side. He's made 1-2-man miss and out of bounds. I think I saw a flag over there, Sean, but no, it was just the line guy dropping the marker. What excellent field position. Where are they going to get the ball? About the
40.
1 minute to go before halftime. The 45-yard line. It's the line of scrimmage. Let's see if the Gryphons can really.
Boy, Pete, this
pack
would
it
be
on.
this would be a great scoring opportunity here. Scoring on the last 2 drives. Points on the board here would be so big in this game.
All right, 2 receivers to the left, 3 here to the right in motion. Aboud's got the ball, turn, handoff is made. Trying to get to the outside. Good defensive play there by the Varsity Blues. No gain.
Pete, number 90, Tucker Burke. Big play in the middle.
From Cumberland, Ontario, 6'3", 250, Sean.
For sure.
My goodness, boy, he comes to
room.
Thanksgiving dinner. You better have 2 turkeys
And
ready.
boy, Jeremy Sinclair, too, the linebacker, right in the middle.
All right, big play here for this Varsity Blue defense. 2nd and 10. Ball at their 45-yard line. Aboud's got time. Back, throws it across the middle and caught. First down, the old button hook to number 88,
Paquin.
Jared Tessier. Oh, Paquin,
Yeah,
sorry.
that was 89 Paquin,
Okay.
and we've heard a lot about Laurent.
Yeah, Laurent
6'3", second-year kid.
From Terrebonne, Quebec. All right, big first down. Clock running. Aboud back to pass, turn, throws another low pass. Is it caught? It was juggled there. Yes, they did say he caught it. It's going to be second down. The ball now at the 28-yard line. You can see the hurry-up offense.
Jacob Thomas again on that catch, Pete. And that short ball is important in this game, Pete,
yes.
over the middle. And
2nd and 5. 2 receivers to the left, 3 here to the right. Back to pass. We got an offside on the offense. You can see out here.
it's going to be 81 Jacob Thomas, I think.
Yeah.
That's a tough penalty, Pete,
That
on
or
second down.
87, Jackson Zerby might have been offside. 89, you are Pecan.
Yeah, we
Hold
had,
on, Pecan.
maybe all of them were offside
Yeah,
on that
I
play.
think there were a few. Okay, that you don't want to go too much farther back. You don't want to get out of field goal range. The ball now, second down, and it's going to be about 10. Aboud surveys, got 2 receivers out here to the right, 3 to the left, 1 setback. Everybody in motion, back to pass, looking, throwing that ball across the middle. It is caught all the way inside the 10-yard line, Sean.
Jacob Thomas
Wow.
over the middle, and again a bullet over the middle.
Yes, what
and
a
this
pass.
is really what Guelph lacked last year, Pete, is this strong presence over the middle in the passing game. And we see a flag down, and something's coming back, I believe, Pete.
Offside on the offense. Oh my. Oh boy, that after a big play like that, I didn't see who committed the infraction. But now the ball is all the way out to the 39-yard line, and you can see Aboud going over to talk to Coach Shea and listen, maybe try not, what do they got? 2nd and about 16. They got to get to the 24-yard line, Sean, for a first down, or
For sure,
23
Pete.
and a half.
And you want to come away from here with at least a field goal.
Yeah.
This is putting it in a real questionable position.
The mood back to pass, looking. He's got some time. He's going to try to get out of there, but he's brought down. A good and a big defensive play by those Varsity Blues, and that's going to cause the punt team to come out.
Yeah.
That knocks him well out of field goal range.
Jackson Mayer in there again. Jeremy Sinclair, the linebacker.
I stand corrected. We have a field goal attempt, Sean, of 53 yards.
The only question here, Pete, is if he misses by chance. This gives Toronto some great field position.
Yeah, I wonder how much time is left.
Timeout.
Yeah, Toronto. 53 yards. Benjamin Lane. Coach Shane, you can see he's kind of smiling, saying, hey, kid.
Just put it between the uprights. That's all we need.
In 1970, Tom Dempsey kicked a 63-yarder to beat my Detroit Lions.
Was he a New Orleans Saint?
He was. You got her. And his special cleat is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'll never forget that. I remember the Lions talking about that and said they were all laughing because nobody had ever attempted to kick that long. But he held the record for the longest time until...
and Pete, we should make mention while we've got a moment. What a great crowd here today. Of course, kids aren't back to school yet. That's next week.
Yeah.
And here we go, Pete.
All right. It is 53 yards away. Here we go, folks. The ball is down. The kick is up. Does it have the distance? No,
Just
it's a little wide right, and running that ball out and making a fine tackle there, number 25, Simon Chaves. Or Chaves, is it, Sean?
Chaves, I believe.
Yeah, Simon Chaves.
Simon is a real leader on this team, a great long snapper, one of the premier long snappers. And you can see we weren't aware of the clock, Pete, because it's out here. And you can see trying that field goal in the last play of the game.
Yeah.
And it was just wide by a hair.
Yeah.
We had a better north wind today. That is home. But what a great start for the Guelph Gryphons.
Absolutely. They lead it 14-3. And hey, we got to give a shout out to Scotty Frazier, a little under the weather today. Our sideline reporter. Scotty, I know you're listening. I hope you get better soon. We look forward to seeing you on the 9th, which will be our next home game when the Laurier Golden Hawks visit here. But right now we're about to head down, I believe, for our halftime show, and there is not a good sign. Okay, look at here. You can see Mr. Smith, his knee wrapped.
Heavily wrapped
on crutches.
And we,
oh my goodness. Ouch.
Yeah, Pete, we cannot overstate the excitement in camp about this kid.
There he is right
Everybody
there.
talked about him. He came back faster and stronger. And
okay, and now let's throw it down to Justin Slam Dunk. Take it over, kid.
110 yards from goal line.
Coach, leading at the half, how did you assess your play?
Well, I think some of it is what I expected. As I said in the pregame, we're a young nucleus, so we got a few of the first game jitters out of us and a couple of day one mistakes, but really impressed how the defense has held them. A little bit of bend, don't break, and we came alive there in the second quarter. So some things to build on, but also a lot of things to fix.
Everybody's really excited about these young quarterbacks you have. We saw Tristan Abu throw a touchdown pass. Marshall McRae gets in the end zone. What do you think of their play overall, considering this is the first time they've ever played USports football?
Well, I'm proud of them, first of all. They're out there handling a lot of information at a level up, but these guys came in ready for this, and I was really pleased with the way they handled the first half. Now everybody's got to settle down and play football, get those jitters out of them, get the mistakes gone, and just go play 30 minutes of great football and hopefully close this thing out.
Exactly. What do you need to do in the second half to get a win here to start your season?
Well, we need to hang on to the football because their quarterback has proven that he's very accurate, and when he gets out of there, he can make a few plays. So defense just needs to tighten up a couple of things, but offense, while we shot ourselves in the foot there a couple of times by going offside, we had great field position. So things to fix, but I'm excited about the next 30 minutes.
Thanks, Coach. We'll let you go.
Thanks, Justin. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll be right back after this break. Madupe and I on the panel. Catch you in a few.
welcome to the inaugural and the first of many Diversity in Sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I were
finish. How do you think our rookie QB Aboud is playing today?
Very strong finish, especially for Tristan Aboud and even Marshall McRae. Both those guys now have touchdowns on their resume. Aboud throws a touchdown pass after Marshall McRae almost threw one. Drop pass in the end zone there, but they finish off a couple of drives. So I think what we saw early on from these guys was sort of finding their footing. You got to remember, it's a new speed level, right? You know that from playing basketball at the collegiate level. So I think we've started to see Aboud settle in, and I really like that Ryan Sheehan stuck with him, even though some people might thought of, based on what he did last year, might have put McRae into the game earlier. So I like that they stuck with Aboud. He is very calm and composed there in the pocket. You look at his stats from the first half, 15 of 19. Yes, he had an interception, but that thing bounced around a little bit. A great touchdown strike and a couple of key touchdown drives at the end of the first half. And Marshall McRae shows you that ability. Gets into the end zone, first career rushing touchdown. Really like what we've seen from the two young quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so break down the first half for me and the viewers, okay? Were there any mistakes that they made in the first half that they could have improved on?
Well, when I talked to Coach Shane before the break there, you all just heard it. He was talking about how he felt like the offense shot themselves in the foot a little bit early on. I think there were some penalties there, but the biggest storyline coming out of the first half is Isaiah Smith, the OUA version of Quadzilla. He won't be back in this game, lower body injury, but you look at the guy who's in there running the rock behind him. Devin Malloy has done a solid job. 4 carries, 45 yards, had one that was a burst to kind of really get the offense going. So you look at that, plus it's a young team overall. You talked about it off the top of the show. 15 first-year starters. But the defense is flying around, making some plays. So I really like the energy that this Gryphons team has, especially in that last 10 minutes of the half.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what are the keys to the second half of this game? How can they bring home this win?
Yeah, I think really the defense just to continue getting after Kinsale Phillip, who's the University of Varsity Blues quarterback. He has been showing flashes of his dynamic ability, but I think the Gryphons defense, and they're young, have done a solid job, especially in the back end covering. Devin Cromwell is filling that gap from Sirman Harrison Bagiogo, who's now in the CFL with the BC Lions, and Cromwell looks legit. So we're seeing sort of this lineage of defensive backs here that have played really great football for the University of Guelph Gryphons. Cromwell is in that line, and then they've got some young players up front who are making some noise. 43, Braden McDougall had a sack and a forced fumble. He's been getting after Phillips, so I think you want to see the defense still continue to be aggressive. You know you can run the football because I think they've imposed their will a little bit with this veteran offensive line that the Gryphons have, and Malloy's been running the rock well. And Tristan Aboud just continued this high completion percentage. So I think there are a lot of positives in this first half for the Gryphons. We've got to remember, right, like this is the first time that Aboud or McRae or a lot of these players, as I said, 15 first-year starters, are playing in a USports game. So it's pretty good considering this is a playoff caliber team that they're playing in the Varsity Blues.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's plenty of football left to be played, and we're excited to see how these Gryphons close. Peter and Sean, back to you guys. This is what
exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
One of the most influential times of my life, and not just in hockey. You know, I made the national team playing for the University of Guelph, and you know, got to be coached by one of the all-time greatest players, and Sue Shear, you know, the first captain, and it shaped me. You know, you come here and you're with older players and players who have, you know, been training a little bit longer than you have, and you know, you didn't know about these girls, you didn't know about other great players, and you know, I remember I was the only one that ever made the national team from this program at that time, but it wasn't because other players couldn't have. I think it was just, you know, just the way it kind of fell. But I learned more about myself and about how to be a better person, you know, how to, you know, push myself physically and mentally, you know, by playing at the University of Guelph, more so than anywhere else I played. So it was really, really impactful for me to be here and to be able to play here. And it taught me about hard work and balance. And, you know, I had a job up at Gryphons, and, you know, I was a student and an athlete. And
leading the way. He was the Gryphons' leading receiver last year, and he's already been impressive today. 4 catches, 57 yards. Had the big play on that second touchdown drive, but Gryphons fans know this guy really well. So I want to talk about Willem Arsenault, who is an intriguing rookie receiver the Gryphons have. 4 catches for 31 yards and the touchdown, but the touchdown wasn't his most impressive catch. We saw it right beside our setup here at Alumni Stadium. Made a toe tap catch along the sideline to set up his own touchdown on that drive. He actually got the first touchdown of the season for the Gryphons, and you talk to the coaching staff, offensive coordinator Mark Soria was raving about this guy. He's like, he is hard to bring down, he's a jitterbug, he's quick in space, and he showed us that athletic ability to go up and get the football. Aboud kind of floated one there along the sideline. He had that great toe tap catch, and then in the back of the end zone and seam route, beats man-to-man coverage for the touchdown. So I really like the makings of this receiving core. They've been sure-handed as well. A lot of smart sit-down routes in zone to keep this offense moving. And you look at the completion percentage of Aboud, the quarterback, 15 of 19. Like, we're talking over 80%.
Yeah.
But some of that has to be a credit to the receivers as well.
Absolutely. Obviously, you have to do more in a game than just scoring, and the D-line has been playing impressively well today. Let's talk about them.
Definitely. I look at number 96, my man in the middle, Josh Campbell. He was flashing the money sign to the crowd. He was getting them hyped up right after he made a big play. So I like the energy from that group and from the big fella. Like, he slashed into the backfield early in the first half, made a big tackle, and kind of got the crowd into it, right? It was a time where Guelph was down 3-0. U of T got the early field goal. The game kind of could have gone either way from a momentum perspective, and Campbell, I felt like, made a big play that not necessarily ignited the defense, but I think the rest of the roster, and especially the offense, saying, okay, we know the defense has our back. Yes, they might be young in spots, and the offense is somewhat younger as well, especially at the quarterback position. But this defense, I think, has played solid football, especially Brandon Ferrigo in the middle, and some guys are stepping up here to make some big-time plays for the Gryphons.
Absolutely. I'm super impressed with them because even them, despite being a young team, they're really getting after it. It's exciting to see. Guys, we'll be back after the break.
see your score, 14-3. Sean Moynihan, we handed some stats. What sticks out at you?
First of all, Pete, Kinsale Phillip for the Varsity Blues, 10 for 13 with 1 interception in that first half. However, 3 big sacks, and it was really a key in this game, hasn't it been? That pressure that Guelph defense. But boy, what really impresses me, Tristan Aboud, the phenom first-year kid, 15 for 19, 1 interception, and I think we know that interception went off of the hands of a receiver, and 157 yards, and he's really looked, he's been effective. But in that running game for Guelph, really working that first half. Donovan Malloy is taken over, it appears, 45 yards on 4 catches. Sadly, Isaiah Smith only played a little bit in the first quarter, 3 carries for 34 yards, but
doesn't look good either.
Isaiah is out for the game. He's on crutches. In fact, there he is heading over to the bench now, and that's a real tough. That's a tough break for Guelph.
He was so fired up, and we were so excited for him, and we were kidding him about, hey, we got to come up with a nickname. I said, I think I'm going to call you Regal City Smitty, and he showed a couple of bursts of play, but boy, he got hit right in that knee area when he was planting his foot. Never a good sign.
For sure, Pete. But all in all, and we heard from head coach at the half, got to clean a couple things up. I know he was upset about those 2 offside penalties because that cost them.
They were first downs inside the 10-yard line.
So anyways, here comes Guelph kicking off.
All right, here we go. Ben Lane is going to blast it. Can he get it into the end zone again? He can, his deepest kick yet, and bringing it out. And trying to get to the outside and not getting too far. In fact, short of the 20-yard line. Good defense there, number 36, Sean. I believe that's Maddox Martin, double M, making the play on there. Run back was Lucas Stoikos.
Yeah, Stoikos, we expected him to have more, see more footballs that first half, especially in the running game. It really didn't happen.
Boy, we want to thank Karen and the staff here. We got a slice of Domino's pizza. My goodness gracious. Nice ice cold bottled water brought up here. Here we go, Sean, second half, and let's see what these Varsity Blues can do. Kinsale Phillip got people in motion all over the place. 1 setback.
Thank you.
All right, here's the handoff, trying to get to the outside and brought down almost immediately. And who was that over there?
Pete,
Number 2. I wonder what his name is, Sean.
The Torpedo.
Oh, my goodness.
He has been all over. And again, Pete, this Yusuf Al-Qadi has just been outstanding for Guelph today. Number 44 on the corner. He has been a force.
Yeah, he's, Coach Sheehan talked about gap control, and he really has neutralized the gap so that there was literally no gain. In fact, I'm going to say he lost 2 yards, and it's 2nd and 12. That's 2nd and long that you love to see. Now let's see what happens. 3 receivers out here to the left, 1 setback, and now heading in motion. We got a delay, and we got timeout, Toronto. Oh, they had the personnel problem.
They had the wrong personnel, and they're making some moves now.
Nick Green coming in, and you want to have Nick Green in the game because...
And that doesn't make a coach happy, Pete. Having to call a timeout in your first or second play of the half.
How about Andy Beckler? I think he inhaled that slice of pizza over my left shoulder here. My goodness gracious.
Apparently, some people don't have to chew it, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
We love Andy Beckler, folks. I'm going to tell you, you and I get emails from him, information about the game and the tidbits that we all want to know well in advance. God bless you, Andy Beckler. But we love to tease you, too. A tremendous athlete in his day, and still, I think he participates in sport. Andy?
Well, here's the UAT getting organized, Pete, and I'll just give you, there's 1 game going on right now at York University, and I think we all knew this was not going to be pretty.
Oh, boy.
But with a couple minutes to go in the first half, it was Western 38, York 0.
Ouch. All right, here we go. 2nd down and a bunch. 4 receivers to the left. Back to pass, throwing that long bomb and that ball, and we got people tangled up. Incomplete. No flags on the play.
And Pete, I am really surprised they go to that side with Devin Cornwell.
Yeah.
He is a beast for Guelph, and that's a couple times they've tried to target him. And he is just a superstar, Devin Cromwell here, 22. And what a great start for Guelph here.
Well, I'm going to tell you, look where Anakin Skywalker Guthrie is going to be able to line up. He's going to line up. I think he's too far back. He's punting into the wind here. He's standing on his own 52-yard line.
And the wind has really picked up, Pete.
It has. So he's punting into the wind. And let's see what happens here. Here's the punt coming out here to the left.
It's shanked.
Yeah, and it gets a favorable bounce. Picked up by Guthrie. He's going to get 3 more yards and cross middle of the field. Now the ball at the 49-yard line of the Toronto Varsity Blues. And here comes this Gryphon offense that really showed us some excitement in that first half, Sean.
Donovan Milloy.
Boy, yeah.
Number 23, Pete. He turned out to be the real spark, and I see he's in the backfield, and of course Kane Stevenson.
Yeah, you got him out to the left, and you got Arsenal and Sega Genesis here on the right. Aboud turns, hands the ball off to Malloy, cuts to the left, makes 1, 2, 3 players miss, and he busts his way for a first down deeper into Varsity Blue territory, Sean, at the 33-yard line.
And Pete, I really love the way he got his shoulders down near the end as opposed to standing up too tall and taking a real whack and getting an extra 2, 3, 4 yards.
He's slippery.
Boy, he is really slippery. Donovan Milloy.
All right, Citizen Kane out here to the right, along with number 8. Here's a fake handoff and rolling, and he's going to throw the ball. No, he's going to run with it. And Sean, look at this. Aboud is all the way to the 9-yard line. Who is this man?
Oh, my. Oh. Number 8. Welcome to Guelph.
Good gracious. Oh, no, he's a pocket passer. You won't see him run. Oh, he's Mr. Excitement. Watch this, folks. Watch how he makes that man miss, cuts another man miss, holds on to the football, and works his way finally down to the 8 or 9-yard line. Remarkable. There he is, folks. Tristan Aboud. Remember the number, you know the name. Back to pass. He hands the ball off to Malloy. Malloy gets to the outside. Can he break? No, he breaks it back inside and gets all down to the 5-yard line, we'll say. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
And Pete really making something out of nothing there. Milloy, but he is slippery, isn't he? He is elusive.
The eel, we're going to call him. Look at that. Man.
I'm looking for that Toronto player that made the tackle. I'm sorry, I did not get the number. It might have been Dawson Elliott. I'm not sure, Pete, but a great tackle by Toronto. But this is red zone.
Yeah, 2nd down. 2 receiver, 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. They hand the ball off to and tripping over his own offensive lineman, I think. And he get down at the 5-yard line. And let's see what Coach Sheehan, he's got the field goal unit coming out. And that's the right
Pete,
thing to do.
We're up nice and high here, so we see the world from where we're at. But, boy, he had so much room if he had stepped outside there. However, they'll take the 3 points. And
Ben Lane getting ready. The holder, also important, is Gardero, Nicholas Gardero, number 49.
He'll do the punting this year for Guelph.
Yeah. Head down, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. And so, folks, the clock is working with 10:34 left in the 3rd quarter. It's the Guelph Gryphons 17, the Toronto Varsity Blues 3.
Well, Pete, and here we go, the 2nd half. We've got the clock working.
Oh.
We've had pizza delivered to the booth.
Your
Water.
mic's working.
My mic is now working. Oh, my. This is heaven.
I'll tell you. Boy, what a great shot they had. Our camera guys just got Pat Sheehan. What a we could have talked football with him all morning, but he was just so excited. He had his grandkids there.
Oh, for sure.
It was pretty cool.
He has a good perspective on the game, too,
Very
Pete.
much so.
He told us, look at first downs. When you're not grabbing first downs, you're in trouble. And here comes
a click outlet pass, moving up to make the tackle, and oh, what a fine tackle. Minimal gain there. Let's see who that was. Oh, my, number 2. Let me check my that's Anthony Mortuzzo, ladies and gentlemen.
Pete, Nathan Slaughter, the first-year kid from Cole Harbour, number 6, was in on that play, too.
Personal friends with Sidney Crosby. I'm just saying that because,
you figure if you're from Cole Harbour.
You got to know who he is.
Isn't Nathan
McKinnon, too. Yeah, those, they all chummed around together, I'm sure. 9:59 to go.
We have Cromwell down with either a cramp or,
I think, yeah. It wasn't a little warm, and that sun at halftime was... I'll tell you, it's a workout, Sean. I've got my workout for the week going up and down these stairs.
I'll tell you, Pete, I don't know how many stairs. It's getting a little harder for us every year.
Yeah.
I thought we ordered an elevator.
Yeah, we're going to ask if somebody out there is listening and could build a portable elevator for us old guys to get up to the booth. We greatly appreciate it.
But, Pete, I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm amazed at the people here today. Both end zones, a good crowd here. No students yet, just a few. And we have got a monster crowd. And, last year Guelph finished 2nd in the OUA in attendance. Which I think is remarkable.
Yeah, they only won one football game. They didn't win a home game last year.
They did not win a home game.
There's Cromwell exiting. Good to see under his own power.
I think people here are really excited with Cromwell and Mortuzzo at the corners.
Agreed.
You have the new kids, Slaughter, Lafocade in the middle, too. And we saw the fine Malcolm James.
One of the officials, Sean, is going off. They're giving him some water. Yeah, they see him on the far side there.
So they'll adjust.
Medical staff. Yeah, the heat may be getting to him. All right, 2nd down and 8. 2nd and long, back to pass, looking, throwing that ball around and right at the first down marker and stretching for it and getting it, saying first down. Good play there by David Osho, number 1, 6'1" from New Westminster, BC. And we send our best to the folks out in Kelowna, Sean, the BC wildfires out there. Just horrible.
Pete, that was Osho really made a tremendous play on that ball. You talk about awareness.
Yeah, big first down to keep this drive going. Team trailing 17-3. Lots of motion. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. And holding on is Mortuzzo for dear life because that is one big back.
That's 25, Pete.
Yeah.
That's
Lucas Stoikos. And he is, folks, Lucas Stoikos is 5'11", 230.
Yeah.
Look at he is tough to bring down, but Mortuzzo is hanging on for dear life and then puts him in a Chris Jericho ankle lock till he tapped out. It's a little WWE.
I'm with you there.
All right. Maybe it was Kurt Angle famous for the ankle lock. I don't know. All right. 2nd down and 6 to go. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass looking. Throwing that dart. Almost intercepted by number 43, Braden McDougall. Right there, took it away from Jack Nyros. Jack's from Kelowna. So
McDougall's had a good game,
Pete. Yes, he has.
Young linebacker, 2nd-year kid. Hey, he's from Windsor, too.
Yes, he is.
They have really stolen a few fine players. And look at who's back. I'm waiting for Guthrie to break one here today. You betcha.
Hanky going to do the punting for the Varsity Blues. The lone deep return man is Guthrie. Here's the ball. The punt is a good one. Bounding down, and Guthrie's going to play it on the 2nd hop out of bounds. Good punt. Down around the 28-yard line. That's where the Gryphon offense. Aboud will receive. Apparently, Tristan Aboud's grandfather, I believe his name was Ron Aboud, played football for the Montreal Alouettes and was a superstar in Quebec.
Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you, Tristan has made his mark here today. Both him and McCray have looked incredibly composed, Pete. And if you look around the OUA with a lot of senior quarterbacks, 3rd and 4th year guys. It's pretty incredible.
All right, here we go. The turn, the handoff, getting that ball cutting inside and getting about 4 yards maybe. Good defense there by the Varsity Blues.
And who was that? Number 32, Pete. And that's we've not called Mason Duvall.
Yeah, first handle for him, I think, today.
Yeah.
Nice little run.
Of
got
course,
about 3 yards.
You got to assume that running back position now is going to be a little bit of a band-aid job. Yeah, by committee now.
Yeah. All right, Abood. 2 receivers out to the left, 3 to the right. Genesis has single coverage over here with Josh Carter. Let's see if Abood looks his way. Back, it's a draw play. And a fine defensive play there.
97 again, Pete.
Yeah.
Parker Williams.
Yeah.
Big kid.
Yeah, from Charlottetown, PEI.
If he doesn't make that play,
might be a first down. We're going to see the punting unit come on. Nicholas Gardero. Back to punt.
I thought maybe Nicholas Gardero would be kicking this year in the field goal role, Pete, but Lane has taken over that role and they're sharing the kicking duties. And it's a beauty.
Oh, yes, it is. Making a couple of guys miss. And oh, what a hit that was! Number 55.
Jack Cobb.
That's my boy. Oh, we heard that contact all the way up here. Watch this, folks. And I'm going to tell you what, Green makes 2 or 3 guys. 1 guy, 2 minutes there, boom! Oh, goodness. Hold the train. Jack Cobb. Good shot of him there on the sidelines.
He's happy, Pete. You can see him relishing that big roll and getting the congratulations from the squad. Pete, why we have a media timeout here. Got to remember, we have 11 teams in the OUA, 8-game schedule everyone plays. 7 teams advance to the playoffs. The key, of course, that first place team gets a bye the first round. What an advantage in this league.
We talked about maybe that should be changed.
I think so, Pete.
1 versus 8, 2 versus 7.
I mean, if you finish first, you get the advantage of home field and playing the 8th seed. The other thing that you've got to remember in this league, you don't play everybody.
Yeah.
So schedules are quite different. Last year, Guelph likely had the most difficult schedule in the OUA. Queens, Western, Laurier, Mac, they had a tough schedule. This year, it might be a little gentler. Don't want to say that too much. You know, all teams are such capable in this league. Here we go, Pete, first and 10.
Back, fakes the handoff, and now it's a quarterback draw. And I think that was a broken play.
For sure, Pete.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and about 6. Although I will say Kinsale Phillip, the veteran that he is, realized, hey, I got to do something and head north and south.
For sure.
He headed north and gained 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6. The ball at their own 52-yard line. Kinsale Phillip, 6 foot, 195 from New Westminster, British Columbia.
Got into about 8 games last year.
Okay, another big 2nd down. Lots of motion. Coming in motion, back to pass. He's got time. He's throwing it long and deep out there. He's got a man out there, and it is just overthrown. Boy, that was a beautiful play.
Look at the length of that pass. That was an incredible pass.
Jake Oseen was the intended receiver, and he was open out there, Sean.
Pete, and you can see on the replay here, this is a long throw across the field, and my nerves, that might have been catchable, Pete.
Nathaniel Slaughter was out there on the coverage. The punt team comes back out. Now becoming 3rd quarter of field position, 5:36 to go. 17-3, the Gryphons have the lead. Low snap and a shank punt. Look out. Oh no, look out, that ball is fumbled, and who got it? think the Gryphons did manage to get on it.
Who was that, Pete? I can't make. Was that 32? I think.
Mason Duvall, yeah. Heads up play there. Watch this, folks. You can see a short kick bounding around, and yeah, someone Duvall wisely dove on it.
Good.
I think it hit somebody there, Sean.
Good alertness there too, and look at that late hit coming in on 36.
Lucas Stoikos taking out his frustration. All right, Aboud.
We got to be almost Sean Janice's time here soon.
Well, we're going to run the ball to take some time off the clock, and a hesitation move, and busting up the middle for a nice run there is number 11.
Sean.
It was. Sean, was he in the backfield? Sean,
we'll take a look right here. It surprised us.
No,
it's not.
My goodness, what a nice run.
That's 32 again, Pete. That's Mason Duvall.
Nice run, first down. Ball now at the 41-yard line.
It looked a lot like Donovan on that play.
Yes, it did. All right, back to pass. Looking, got time, throws right in between two receivers, Stevenson and number 5, Willem Arsenault. It's going to be 2nd and long now, 2nd and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
Pete, on the replay, as you can see, he had both of them.
Yeah. Huh. All right, well, let's see what happens here. 2nd down long, 2 receivers out there to the left, 3 here to the right. You got Stevenson in the slot and Genesis out wide left. Single coverage out there.
He loves Stevenson in the slot. We've seen it all day, Pete.
Yeah, here's the fake handoff. Looking, he's going to take off running and making one, and he took a lick.
But he is just short about 1 yard, Pete.
Yeah, the ball just shy of midfield.
Look at Coach Sheehan taking a look, and do we see Marshall McCray?
No, they're going to punt it. You know, you got a 14-point lead. And
geez, when did you become so conservative? Holy jumping.
I know.
I had Marshall McCray taking the ball off tackle for a first down, but
okay.
Here's
Mr. Lane.
But you can understand the decision making here.
Punt is another good one. Receiving it on his own 13, trying to get to the outside. And we got an illegal block, 2 flags on the play, and hauled down. So this is going to come back. Cobb in there again. Boy, he's had a nice game on special teams. And
Seamus Milligan, Pete, in on that tackle, number 97.
We had a nice visit with him.
What a kid.
Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen.
Served in the Canadian military.
Yes, he did.
And look at the hit from behind. Pretty clear. Pretty clear. Jack Cobb and Seamus.
Nick Green was the one on the return there, but you can see look how far this is going back. And they are going to start from their own 1 yard line, Sean. Now, this is going to be interesting. You don't get a first down. Do you take a knee, or do you say, heck, we're going to punt into the wind? As you said, it's picked up.
Yeah. You're down 2 touchdowns here, Pete. So, boy, you'd hate to give up points because there's just not been a lot of points in this game.
Yeah, Stoikos is still a running back. He's going to get the ball and try to. He's brought down. Sean, is that a safety? Let's see waiting for the signal.
Well,
he may have just got it out.
Wow, Pete, that was close. From our vantage.
Wasn't a safety.
No safety, Pete.
No
he got out.
He got out to
got those shoulders out. Yep.
Look at the penetration.
Boy, Pete.
My goodness, I can't.
He must have reached that ball over because from our perspective.
Okay. 2nd down. No gain on the play. Stoikos with nowhere to go. Lots of motion. Everybody coming out here to the right. Watch the throw back left. Here's the throw, the pass. It hit the post. Oh, my goodness. It hit the goal post. The pass did, folks. And here comes the punt unit. Now, my question to you, Coach Moynihan, are you going to take a knee here?
I think so, I would. And, Pete, I want to mention, 69, Nicholas Parchenko, just absolutely blew up the middle in this play. Unbelievable play. Just sending people flying all over the place. Nicholas Parchenko, the second-year kid from Toronto.
All right. Well, let's
take a look, Pete.
The ball being snapped from inside the 1 yard line. And he is going to run back and run around, take a little time off, trying to get out, and he's just going to run out of bounds.
Yeah. And I never quite understood that, Pete. You are down 14 points, so take a quick knee and save some clock?
Yeah.
I don't know. But again,
should be 19-3 now, I think, Sean.
Gryphon defense again, Pete, coming through with big stops. And you have to assume now Guelph is just going to pound that ball as much as they can.
Well, what do we got? 2:25 left in the third quarter. Your team is up 19-3. The defense against this varsity blue team that was 4-4 last year, beat Mac at Mac, get into the playoffs, has been exceptional for 3 quarters so far. Here's Aboud. He turns and hands the ball off and brought down almost immediately, fooling nobody because the varsity blues know the run game is in order too. Good tackle there by number 48, Ryan Stewart. Good play for a loss there. Stewart.
Yeah. Stewart making a great play to wrap him up, Malloy.
Yeah. Be second down and about 13, a loss of 3, we're going to say on the play.
And look for something conservative here. Of course, I don't want to jinx anyone, but a turnover is the last thing that Guelph wants. But nice isolation out here with Vishon.
Okay, back to pass, looking, got some time, throws it across. There's Vishon making one man miss, cutting into the middle and trying to reach for that first down. And boy, he was close, Sean.
I like it when they put the ball in his hands, Pete. We've overstated it maybe today, but as you can see, this crossing pattern to him. And
oh, look at here. Here, you're getting your wish.
Okay.
The new marshal in town is coming in. It's 3rd and 1, Sean. Boy, the ball on their own 44-yard line. But you know what? Coach Shan's probably saying, listen, my defense has been exceptional here today.
For sure.
The varsity blues are all bunched in there. Look at this. Everybody moving up. He's going to turn, try to get off tackle, and he does. And look at him go, Sean. He rounds the corner. He gets whacked out of bounds. Is there a flag? No. Oh, but it's a first down. Marshall McCray scoots for 16 yards. Watch this, folks. He turns, and it's run all the way.
For sure.
And you're not going to catch him. Bang!
Oh, Pete, that's out
a
of
yard
bounds.
out of bounds.
You want to believe on that Toronto bench.
Okay, 46-yard line is now the line of scrimmage. First down, Gryphons. Back to pass, looking, stepping up, looking, all kinds. Got a man wide open and he dropped it! Oh my goodness! And there you can see the arm.
And we have a hold here back on the line of scrimmage
against the offense. It wouldn't have counted anyhow. What's that?
Spencer Kennedy.
Oh, Spencer.
But boy, you got to love the way Aboud puts that ball up there, Pete.
55 yards in the air, Sean. Look at this. Step into it. He is 5 yards behind everybody.
Oh, my.
Oh, took his eye off the ball.
You got to catch that ball, Peter, but penalty anyways. That hurts.
Yeah, so it's going to be first and 20. Ball now back at the 54-yard line of the Gryphons. And we have
just 12 seconds.
2 seconds to go in the third quarter. 19-3, the Gryphons have the lead here on opening day of the 2023 OUA football schedule. Back, fakes the handoff, throwing, screen pass. Got some blockers. Oh, he slipped down.
Unfortunately, Malloy just lost his footing.
Yeah, that was a good call. Screen pass. Watch this, folks. Fake the handoff. Let the defensive line get in. Step back. Throw it. There's Malloy. with a few blockers.
Oh, Pete has room.
All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 12. More manageable. The ball on the 49-yard line, but we're going to let the
student section having
here.
some activities.
Give them some airtime.
And you know, Pete, this year, the Vanier Cup is heading to Kingston, to Queen's University. Richardson Memorial Stadium will be hosting, actually they'll be hosting it for the next 2 years.
Oh my.
Yeah, interesting too, Pete. The OUA will play the Quebec League when the crossover comes for a journey into the Vanier Cup. So that'll be very interesting. Traditionally, the two heavyweights come from Ontario and Quebec. And we're watching the kids down on the field. That's all right. We got a hamburger race, and I can't say I've ever seen that one before.
For 2 years, the Queens Golden Gales are going to host the Vanier Cup. Always an exciting time.
For sure.
USports football.
November 25th, Pete.
Oh, that's my sister Jennifer Cobb's birthday, the 25th of November.
And Pete, while I get a moment, I got a message from Ben Rowland. He has a good friend, Nolan Marcus, 4th-year marketing student here at the University of Guelph. He'll be here next week. He wanted everyone to know. And hey, Nolan, we know you're a big OUA fan and a good friend of Ben's. Thanks for joining us and watching OUA TV.
All right.
Here we go, Pete.
Okay, Ross McFadden tuning us in. Here's the pass. Looking, rolling. He's going to throw it out there, and it is caught for a 1st down, I believe.
On the run, number 5, Pete Arsenault, who had that touchdown pass earlier in the game.
Well, Jeremy Parkinson sending us a tweet wanting us to say Sacramento.
You did already.
Yeah, we said it. But so lucky. We've got a great following. And thank you all for tuning us in. It's 1st down for the Gryphons at the Varsity Blue 34-yard line. Abood, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Turning. Here's a wide open. That little pop pass there. Down to the 24-yard line. Ball was caught, I think, by number 81, Sean. Jacob Thomas.
Thomas with that catch, Pete.
Yeah.
And this short game, I like it.
Just a dart.
Yeah, 43 making a big tackle.
And look at
Tristan Breaker.
Sean, it's 2nd and about half a yard. Boy, you just love this when you can, because the playbook's wide open here.
For sure. Everyone bunched up in the middle, too. How about outside again, Marshall?
Oh, we got a penalty flag. And look at Marshall McCray make everybody miss and almost get in the end zone. He's down to the 2-yard line. But the question is,
who's on?
Who's
offside there, Pete?
Let's see.
Traditionally, that would be on the defense, trying to get an early jump. But we're guessing right now. Let's take a look and see.
I think it is on the defense.
You betcha.
It's going to be 1st down on the 1-yard line.
The Marshall.
There's a new Marshall in town, and his name is McCray.
And look, Pete, they're keeping Marshall in.
Yeah. He's already scored a touchdown. He's had a couple of key plays. He made that key 1st down that kept this drive alive.
For sure.
We're in the 4th quarter now, folks. 13:23 to go in this game, and the Gryphons are knocking on the door again. You talk about a full house backfield.
Look at that.
Genesis in motion way out right. McCray's got it. He turns and hands the ball off. And not getting in, I believe. That was Donovan Malloy, and he did no running room.
Toronto defense standing strong there.
Yeah.
They know how important a stop is here.
Very much so.
We'll try to get a Toronto number in there. 54 again.
Yeah. 19.
Cam Grung in there. Cam making a nice play.
Cam Grung, yep. 245. He's from the Forest City, Sean, London, Ontario.
Got away from the Stangs.
Yeah. Here's a fake handoff, rolling to the right, throwing. Touchdown, Gryphons! There's a new Marshall in town, and his name is McCray. What a pass that that was.
And Pete, this is a little bit of redemption for number 35, Evan Spangenberg.
Yes.
A graduate student transfer here.
He's going to smack me, but he made the touchdown there.
He dropped one a little earlier, but what a nice, not that time.
Yeah.
He squeezes that. And Marshall making it happen. We have an ambulance over there. I'm not sure if that's the official who's was experiencing some difficulties. Pete, here's the extra point. It is good. And I'll tell you right now, Pete, Guelph is firing on all cylinders, both offensively and defensively, getting it done.
Yeah, without question. That makes the score 26-3. And the Varsity Blues will receive this kickoff here in the fourth quarter. 12:33 to go. Peter Cobb along with Sean Moynihan. We want to say thank you to our whole production staff at OUA TV, Rogers TV, Gryphons, everybody making it happen here. A few growing pains just because, you know, it's
new.
week one.
Sure, but we've got through and it's been great. And, you know, Pete, prior to the game, we had a couple students up here working cameras, doing some other work. Samantha and Lilia, both in sports management here, all excited to join the team this year. And
Sam said when she becomes a famous TSN reporter, she's going to put an elevator in for us.
That's right.
That was
she said as soon as she gets a job. And isn't that encouraging?
Okay, here's the kickoff by Mr. Lane. Now you see it's not into the end zone because he's kicking into the wind, which is really picked up here in the second half, making a few people miss and getting the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line are the Varsity Blues.
Oh boy, Pete, that's a really late play coming in.
25.
That's going to be on Guelph. A little bit of fisticuffs almost at the end. He kind of gave a guy a shot, but the flag was really slow coming out.
Luka Stoikos was on that return. Oh, Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe giving a whack out there. Ofukeyu, Pete, he gave a...
Yeah, you can't have that. You don't want to give a team any sign of hope when you've got a big lead here.
Actually, Pete, I thought it might have been someone else that kind of threw a roundhouse out there.
All right.
Look at the difference it makes in yardage right off the bat.
Kinsale Phillip, ball at his own 50-yard line. Lots of motion. Back to pass looking. Throws that ball out in the slot. Overthrows Green. Number 9, who had a couple of big catches in the first half.
Guthrie and Slaughter all over that, though, Pete.
You can see just by the demeanor of the Varsity Blues now, the shoulders kind of slugged a bit. They realize it's going to be a tall mountain to climb here to get back into this one with just 12:15 to go and a second and long. This Gryphon defense certainly has been, for 3 quarters, been very good.
Absolutely.
And it was in question, let's be honest. All right, back to pass again. Looking, he's going to take off running. And what a tackle there. Textbook tackle by number 43, Braden McDougall. He's had a nice game, Sean.
McDougall has the whole linebacking core. And Pete, last year that linebacking core was beat up, making a lot of tackles sort of in a intermediate area of the field. This year on the line of scrimmage thus far, and really kudos to that front. That front defensive line has looked fantastic today. And we have Guthrie back.
Yeah,
I think
Sam
Guthrie
Hankey ready to punt. Hankey's got the wind behind him, boots it. Trying to pick it up and dropping it and picking it up again and managing to hang on. Boy, that's one if you touch, you just want to fall on it because.
Pete, I'm not sure if that was number 91 out there with that. We're trying to get a number here.
81 maybe, Sean? Does that sound right? Yeah, 81.
Jacob Thomas. My bad there, Peter. Yeah, Jacob's just got to fall on that ball. I mean.
Now the line of scrimmage at the Gryphon 22-yard line. Abood coming out now. 26-3. These Gryphons have the lead. This is the first game of the OUA USports football season. Next week, the Gryphons will head down the 401 to the Rose City, the border city. Though Windsor Lancers will be awaiting them. Here's a handoff, cutting through the line and getting a gain of about 4 yards.
Great speed by Milloy going through the middle.
Donovan Malloy again. As you say, he's getting a lot of touches because of the injury to Isaiah Smith.
Great speed through that hole for a good 4 or 5.
All right. Tristan Aboud, who has been absolutely exceptional for 3 quarters and a bit here today. Surveys the situation. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 setback, back to pass, throws the out pattern. It's caught and dropped in a good defensive play there by number 31. That looks Kobe Lee.
Yeah, and Kobe made a nice hit there. Pete timed it perfectly.
You know, and he's from the city that never sleeps, Sean. New York City.
Oh, my.
Kobe Lee, yeah. Yeah.
Nice big hit there.
Okay, third down.
We're gonna see a punt. We haven't seen that in a bit from Guelph.
Yep. Nicholas Gardero gonna punt. Takes the snap. Oh my! Does he ever put a foot into it? Look at that. I mean, you just can't go anywhere.
No.
Good play there by number 39 Green, Gianni Green.
And Pete, if you get a chance, keep your eyeballs on number 97.
All right.
Seamus Milligan on these on special teams.
Okay.
An absolute beast. Running over people.
He told us he loves playing special.
He loves the special teams. Yep.
And folks, he is in tremendous physical condition. We saw him and talked to him early this morning. He was out for warm-ups, and a fine gentleman.
Yep.
And
Canadian military.
Very fit, yep. All right, first down, ball at the 46-yard line of their own 46. Back to pass, looking across the middle. The ball is caught. Oh, my. And the torpedo makes a low tackle, and forcing a gain of maybe, I don't know, 4 yards. No, okay, maybe 5 we'll give him.
The Torpedoes had a game, Pete. There's just no
really
question about it. We know last year he sat out with a shoulder injury. He was missing football so much.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier in the broadcast we had a nice visit with his parents. They're so excited to be back, and boy, the Torpedoes looking like $1 million thus far.
All right, 2nd and 5. Back to pass, looking, throwing it out in the flat. Ball is caught for a first down and getting more. And look who's there to make the tackle. The aforementioned Anthony Mortuzzo, the human torpedo. Good pass here by Kinsale Phillip.
To Nick Green.
Yeah. Ball now into Griffin territory, the 47-yard line. Lots of motion by the Varsity Blues. Back to pass. That short pass looking for number 1, David Osho.
Yeah, Osho heard footsteps there and would have been a short gain. But you can see Toronto now throwing the ball more, Pete, and doing a lot of real quicks here, trying to grab 5, 6, 7.
2nd and 10. On the coverage there was number 43, Braden McDougall. We've called his name a few times today. As we mentioned, the wind really picked up coming out of the north, and it favors the Varsity Blues right now. Kinsale Phillip receives the snap, back to pass, looking, got all kinds of time, throwing it long and deep out here, got a man out there, and it's caught! What a pass and what a catch! Reception by Nigel Legood.
Malcolm James just could not get over there as a safety, Pete. But this was a perfectly thrown ball.
I think that was number 7. Yeah, it was.
Number 7.
Nigel Legood. Very nice pass and catch. And now the ball at the 14-yard line. And 8 minutes and counting to go here. The great Yogi Bear would tell us it ain't over till it's over, Sean.
Lots of time left and 3 down football, Pete. But we know this defense has been strong all day, has come through. Now's the time.
Back to pass, looking, throwing across, and Guthrie with the coverage there on Green. Incomplete. Number 9, Nick Green, couldn't hold it.
Anakin. I'll tell you, Guthrie is short, Pete. He's like 5'7", maybe. But man, is there some fight in that dog?
Yeah, we call him the Skywalker.
He is something else, boy.
Yeah.
Intense.
And he returns punts.
Yep, they tell us he's fine athlete. And
all right, 2nd down and 10 to go. They can get a first down around the 3 or 4 yard line. Lots of motion. Everybody coming out here to the right. Let's see what happens. Back to pass, looking right, throwing, faking, trying to get outside, hustling outside. Nowhere to go, and he just throws it out of bounds. Mortuzzo hunting him down.
Mortuzzo and number 90. We have not called number 90. Kiligi on the hunt there, Pete, putting pressure.
6'4", 2nd-year kid from Milton, Ontario. And Sean, it's, you got to go for it. Yeah.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Just great pressure defense there, Pete. We know that, that was a big key here, not to let Kinsell, Phillips get outside. And he got outside there, but they certainly contained him. And he wisely threw that ball away.
Sean, they can get a first down around the 4 yard line. We have a bit of a delay here right now. One of the officials coming. Coming out. We have a player down, looks like. A Gryphon. Not sure who that is down there, Sean, on one knee. A hamstring issue, maybe a cramp back there.
Yeah, he's touching.
Number 91.
Do you think
is
it's 91?
That Robert Keys? Not sure. Yeah, Keys Wilson.
2nd-year kid.
Keys Wilson. Yeah, you got a cramp. That you can see when that happens. And I see, Sean, that official has been loaded into an ambulance over there, so maybe some discomfort.
Yeah, we had
taking the proper precautions.
Had an official that had to leave the game.
Yeah.
And now they're taking, as you said, no chances, and the ambulance is here to get him checked out.
Trying to stretch out that cramp. Well, we got a moment or two, Sean. Let's take a look at the Gryphons' home schedule.
You want to believe, Pete, we'll be back here to see the Laurier Golden Hawks on September the 9th.
What a fine football club they have.
Yes, that'll be interesting to see. That's Michael Folds, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, is that Ergesma that's the quarterback there that's outstanding? I think I have the right school. And then they're on the road on the 16th up to Mac. September 23rd, Lookout Scout homecoming.
The York Lions
will be in town, and that is always special. They have the Waterloo Warriors on the road. And then, of course, every team gets a bye week, and they have the bye week right around Thanksgiving this year.
I'm going to the cottage up at Sauble this year.
Beautiful.
I love it.
And then we'll finish the season at home anyways here on the 14th with Queens coming into town, and that'll be a big game. Queens has got to be highly rated this year. Here we go, Pete.
All right, back to pass, throwing it out into the flat and being brought down short of the first down. I think it will be Gryphon football.
He's going to be a 1 yard short. They got the ball to their main man, number 25, Lucas Stoikas, but the Guelph defense, which is the story all day.
Let's see who brings him down here, because this kid's a load to bring down.
He really is.
That's 46 with help.
46, a little help from 7. So
Anakin Guthrie there.
And Ferrego's in on.
Yeah. Very good, gentlemen. Stoikos is a load. That gave you his, he's 5'11", 230.
Yeah, highly rated, Pete, we hear. Potential CFL candidate.
All right.
And we have...
Is that McCray in the lineup? It looks like it is. He's going to take over on his own 5 yard line. Going to fake and keep the ball. And look at, here he goes. Oh, and he busts out, and he's got a first down and almost went for a long one.
Pete, get down, big guy. Get down. But we've heard all about this kid in the open field. That is so exciting. And you can see it here. And let's face, look at that, Pete. Thank God he got down there.
Marshall McRae.
You can see how he is going to bring some excitement here. Plus, at some point, he's going to be a tremendous decoy in that backfield.
Lots of motion. Turns, pitch play. Oh, what a nice move by Malloy. Got one tackle broke, and then finally brought down about the 21.5-yard line. So it's going to be second down and about 7.
That just looked a little awkward, Pete, but Malloy, again, he's got the great speed and trying to get the number. Was that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was 21, Brandon Thibodeau in on a tackle.
Yeah, I think it was. Trying to strip the ball loose. Second and long. Back to pass looking. Going to take off. Guy dragging him. Oh, and he just does get down. He lost his shoe, I think, Sean.
There's some equipment flying there, Pete.
Yeah. Anyhow, going to be third down, and watch this. Oh, it's a boot.
Oh, it's a boot was back in. We missed that, Pete. He slid in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want. Look at that in there. Well, Boot has had a game.
Yes, he has.
He's had a breakout game for the ages here, Pete. I'll be very curious to see his stats at the end of the game because he has not missed many balls today, many passes.
Gardero to punt. Standing, punting from his own 15. Another high kick. It's received and Cobb had him for a minute.
He came back and got him.
Got him.
5-5. Jack Cobb.
Now we got to start thinking about that. I don't know if you and I get to choose the Firehouse sub player of the game, but I have 2 choices right now. But we'll discuss that maybe a little later. I don't know if
it's almost unfortunate we can't choose a defensive player and an offensive player. But I think I know who I would take because the biggest question coming into the game today was how possibly could 2 rookie quarterbacks come into the OUA, play their first game of the year, and have so much success. And Tristan Aboud has really answered all those.
Complimented by that new marshal in town, Marshall McRae.
Absolutely. We are talking a 2-headed monster there, Pete.
Yeah, Mortuzzo's had a big game. Jack Cobb's had a big game.
Farrigo has been great.
Yeah.
El Khadi, number 44, I have been so impressed with his play today.
On the defensive line, really great gap control and causing a lot of disruption along that line. All right.
4:55.
This is a new Varsity Blue quarterback. I think it's Scott Barnett, 6'2", 200 from Alliston, Ontario.
Number 17, Scott Barnett.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see what he has to do with 4:56 to go. Might as well get him in the game, get him some touches. Here's the pass. Intercepted and good by Anthony Mortuzzo, the torpedo. Touchdown!
Oh, my.
He might just become the Firehouse Sub player of the game. Oh, Nelly. What a play.
Well, that's a rude awakening for a rookie quarterback coming in.
Yeah.
But,
well, you know what, Sean? We got to tell you, we saw, watch this, folks. Look at this replay. Boom. And I mean, Mortuzzo just sat it. He smelled Peter. Look at that technique. Goodbye, nobody. And he does a little dance into the end zone. Oh, a calendar year of sitting on the sideline with injury. And boy, the sweet taste of an interception and a touchdown.
His parents are big, loyal followers of OUA TV too, Pete, and I can just imagine the joy in them right now.
The extra point is good, and now 32-3. The Gryphons are pouring it on, and boy, oh boy, Sean, I'm going to tell you, second interception, and good for you, Anthony. And look at that big hug from Coach Sheehan, because we all know how devastated he was last year having to sit on the sidelines.
Absolutely, Pete. Absolutely. He was
tough
crushed.
on everybody. His parents, We have an injury. It looks like maybe another one of those leg cramps down here.
And I think, Pete, that coach he was with for a minute, I think that was Dennis McPhee, the defensive coordinator.
Okay.
We don't talk about Dennis enough on this broadcast. Yeah. He always puts together a great defense, good schemes. And, you know, Pete, after talking to the Toronto coaches pregame, I mean, Joe D'Amore, they were really excited to come in here. They didn't play Guelph last year. They were excited to come in here. They had their quarterback situation all worked out. They had the big running back all ready to go, number 25, Lucas Stoikas. They were really pumped to come in here.
Yeah.
And, you know, we talked about the significance of game one in the OUA and getting off to a good start.
That is Alex Gordon, big offensive lineman, 6'5", third-year kid from Barrie, Ontario, walking gingerly off the field, but under his own power. 4:41 to go, and no, the score does not lie. It's 33-3 for the Guelph Gryphons. And Sean, you know, it was a long year for you and I in this broadcast booth last year. We didn't have a lot to get excited about.
And a lot of penalties, Pete.
Oh, boy.
And a lot of it seemed like a lot of big runs against Guelph last year. And, you know, they were actually right in it to the very end to get into a playoff spot, which was amazing.
Well, we got to say hello to Bruno Ferrero tuning us in.
Absolutely.
Well, I
invented the pop party.
Oh, my goodness, he did. And are you kidding me? Those Ferraro boys, field goal kickers,
absolutely.
Did they have money kicks for this team over almost a 10-year period?
For sure. Both boys kicked here, and now we got a little fisticuffs. And
you can see, you know, the frustration settling in a bit.
Garrett Ellis there, 28.
Yeah.
He's getting a little excited. But,
he's from Ebenezer, Saskatchewan. Garrett is. Shout out to the good folk in Rider Country out there. My dad was born in Saskatchewan, Wolseley, and raised in Weyburn.
Getting a little testy on the turf. I will predict he will.
Scott Barnett, you think he's going to hand off?
I think he's going to hand. I don't think he's going to throw a quick out. I'm just going out on a limb there.
All right, well, let's see if he's like the Iceman James Roberts. He steps up. He's trying to roll outside and Camino! Big play out there.
Yeah, we won't even mention who's.
was that Martin?
Muzo was in second. I'm not sure who was in first, Pete. But
I thought it might have been Guthrie, but I don't know. Maybe it was number 43.
Look at that work by 56. Incredible. 91 there, I think, Pete.
Yeah.
Robert Keys.
And Cromwell in there, too.
93. Yeah. Just a great effort.
Great McDougall, I should say.
Both line coaches must just be ecstatic today with the play of both offense and defensive lines.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 14 after that sack. And we have a delay, whistle blown.
I think it's a time violation, Pete.
Oh, could be, yeah. Delay, yep. And again with a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Poor kid, you can see.
I took the words out of my mouth. Come in, he's been hammered and threw an interception.
For a touchdown. But, you know, I was going to say after, like, James Roberts did the same thing. He threw an interception his first play, and we all thought, oh, my.
What's
but
happened?
How did he get the nickname Iceman? The next play, boom, touchdown.
Absolutely. And, of course, led Guelph to that Yates Cup at Western in a Jacob Scarfone, John Rush.
Oh, man.
Newton, Curtis Newton.
What an exciting year. Back to pass looking.
He's going to get.
Sacramento one more time. Number 91.
Robert Keys.
Yep. Big play. Here comes the punt unit out.
3:13 and now
counting.
Toronto is saying move that clock. And Pete, Toronto had a field goal in that first quarter. And since then, offensively, have been absolutely stymied.
Yeah. Guthrie is back. Anakin Skywalker Guthrie along with Thomas to receive this punt. from Sam Hankey. Hankey lets it fly, and that's a dandy. Right in between. Guthrie's picked up by Thomas, though. There is a block and brought down, and they're wondering about a block in the back, and I can see number 35 over there, 35 or 36, Jaden Russell Farquharson saying, now hold it. I was blocked in the back. There he is coming off, but
Cam Grung with the tackle there, Pete.
good play, good coverage.
Got a nice bounce there.
Now watch, see the block right there? Right?
Oh, my.
Yeah. But I don't know. Anyhow, it was well covered by the Varsity Blues. The Gryphons have the ball at their own 45-yard line. 3 minutes to go in this one, 33-3. Threes are wild on the board. The Gryphons lead it. Abood back in there.
Mason Duvall in the backfield for Guelph. You got to assume Guelph is going to put the ball on the ground a little bit here, Pete.
Stevenson now comes up into a blocking mode, and they give it to Duvall, and he's got some opening, and he's got a first down, Sean, up across midfield and into Varsity Blue territory. And the clock continues to run. And I know Guelph to Toronto is probably a good maybe 45, 50-minute ride, but it's not going to be a fun one for the Varsity Blues as they head home, because they've got a tough game, I think, next week.
Well, I know
Their home opener.
I know they do have. I think they have Mac next week. I could be.
Oh, bad snap, dive on. That's what you do right there. Very smart play. Mason Duvall, well done. It's going to be second and a country mile.
The center here for Guelph, Pete, Ethan Pyle's been solid today.
Oh, he has.
I'm sorry, Ethan, we got to mention your name after a snap there
We
that
had a
went
nice
right.
chat with him, though.
Yeah, he's
Boy,
playing his brother plays on the other side.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Well, Abood, as I said, with a mile to go, stopped, fakes. Here's the inlet pass, and Genesis dropped it. And he had some field in front of him, too.
For sure, Pete. And he hangs his head, but
yeah,
we know what type of a key player he's going to be for Guelph this year.
I mean, the pass was a little low, but
couldn't
catch it. He's frustrated with himself. Okay. Gardero back to punt for the Gryphons. Less than 2 minutes to go in this one. Peter Cobb along with Sean Moynihan. We'll be back with you here when the Laurier Golden Hawks visit Alumni Stadium in a couple of weeks. Punt is a dandy. Boy, we've seen
tremendous height.
Airtime. Got some room out here to the side, does Green, and he gets out, and ooh, there's a big collision. 89, Laurent Paquin from Terrebonne, Quebec. And he is a little shook up. He hit him, but he might have taken the brunt of that one.
Well, both players stood up tall here on
Watch
this.
this contact. Once he gets around the corner, bang.
Two big boys, Pete.
Yeah.
Paquin, they really like as a receiver here, second-year kid.
He's tall, he's big, and he's not a deep threat, but, you know, that slot area or getting that button hook pass to keep a drive alive. Got a good pair of hands, too. He's a little shaken up there.
Yeah.
The both medical staffs have earned their keep today for both these clubs.
Oh, for sure, Pete.
Going to take a drink of water, and he's going to get up under his own power, and the crowd applauds that. Well, it's a physical game, ladies and gentlemen, and not a game for the faint of heart.
Especially on special teams, Pete. We see these kids, top-notch athletes. We're stunned when we come and see the shape these kids are in, and especially kids that have been here a year and have spent a year in the weight room.
All right.
Here comes Scott Barnett in again, Pete.
Yeah.
He's been under fire.
They got to wait for Paquin to get off the field. 3 receivers out left, 2 here to the right, 1 setback. Lots of motion, people switching. Back to pass, looking. Didn't see anything he liked. He's going to run out and roll right, and he's going to take off, but look out. Oh, and finally run out of bounds. I don't think it'll be considered a sack. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be close, Peter. And let's see where they're going to mark that ball, and I believe that will be a sack. He ran into his own man there.
Look at Holmes try to run him down.
What a great play, and went for the ankle.
56. Maxwell Holmes, Mad Max from Oakville, Ontario.
I don't know if they gave him that ball at the line of scrimmage or not. Doesn't really matter. It's just another big stop, and oh my, Pete.
Oh, Mr. D is taking us in from beautiful Mexico. D, we miss you. We love you. Look at this fake, and look at Barnett go. And wobble, he gets hit by number 21. But what a play.
Malcolm James, Pete, the big tackle. What deception, eh?
It
and
really
we were
was.
just thrilled because we got a message that our long
Mr.
time.
D. You know, the greatest story about D, his uncle runs in Goderich. He runs an inn.
Okay.
An inn, and I stayed there, and he had a Guelph shirt on. And he said, oh, yeah, my nephew.
Was really big in the video production here for Guelph.
Yeah, very much so. Good for you, D. Enjoy the sunshine. All right, there's the handoff, and what a hit. Oh, my goodness. McDougal again. Oh, boy, he's had a big game.
Braden McDougal, second year from Windsor. Read it beautifully.
Okay, and
Sean,
we are down to 1 minute to go on this one. The Varsity Blues have the ball on the 33-yard line of the Gryphons. Barnett is now the quarterback, getting him some touches and some reps. You got to do that in this league because you don't know. Here comes little screen pass is caught. Very nice touch pass. Makes one miss and got enough for a first down. That looks like number 13, Jake Oseen out there.
And Pete, what great patience by Barnett there. He had the house coming at him.
What's
as
his
you can see on the
pass here? Just bloop, and right into the hands of Oseen. And Oseen got hurt here on this play.
Flying over.
Yeah. Here comes the medical staff. And his left leg, might be a cramp. The ball now at the 20-yard line, Sean.
You know, Pete, what really stands out today is just how multifaceted the defense has been today. We have called a lot of names flying around this field for him. Anakin, of course, Mortuzzo, Cromwell. The linebacking crew has been solid. Ferrigo in the middle.
I want to give a shout out, Sean, to Max Holmes as 13 coming off Jake Oseen. Max Holmes, the opposing team clapping to say, hey, I'm glad you're all right, walking off the field. Love that sportsmanship. You know, you bang heads for an hour, and then you have the respect of your opponent.
And we're down to under 30 seconds, Pete.
Let's see if Barnett can lead him to a touchdown. Back to pass, looking. He's got time, throws that cross pattern, and brought down almost immediately is Matt Westover.
Eunice Larry.
From Oakville, Ontario.
A linebacker. He's a second year. We've heard a lot about Eunice Larry.
Yeah.
Larry put a big whack on him. I like this.
Yeah.
Toronto calling a timeout. They want to put a ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they do. Sure. We want to score. Ball now at the 15-yard line, 2nd and 5. 1,200 people here today, Sean. That's very
awesome,
impressive.
Pete.
Yeah, well, the kids aren't in school
yet. Next week, and you know the parental support here is just unbelievable. We made our journey to the pop party, parents of players party before the game.
They got Harvey's hamburgers this year.
And you know what?
That was delicious.
And the pickles that Harvey serves. You know, come on.
You stacked 2 or 3 high on
why
there.
not, eh? Why not?
Now, do they compare with Miss Virginia Moynihan's burgers?
No, she's number one. You're going to get me in trouble here. Come on now. But no, what a great visit over to the pop party, and they put that on, and all the food for everyone, burgers, dogs, all types of salads, fruits.
I had that homemade potato salad.
Oh, money.
These Mars bar for dessert kind of things. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you must have liked them. You had 8 of them, so that's. We thank the parents at the pop party, and here he comes,
okay,
Pete.
Barnett back to pass looking. He's got all kinds of time. Again, throws the ball across the middle and brought down again. Down around the 10-yard line. That'll be a first down. Let's check the time. 15.2 seconds to go. They've got to hustle up.
Malcolm James with the hit there.
Here we go. They'll start the clock. Might have time for 2 more plays. Lots of motion. Back, looking, throwing it out here to the right. That ball is caught and touchdown! Number 80 into the end zone, Jared Curry. And Barnett leads them to a touchdown.
And credit Toronto. No lack of fight there, Pete.
No,
and they didn't roll over, and they went down. And
good for you, Mr. Barnett.
Collect.
Yeah, getting all kinds of claps on the back, and that's good. Like you say, you better get your kids touches. Like we've seen McCray get touches today, along with Abood, who was the starter.
For
but
sure.
you got to have that, because if somebody misses a series or 2, you better have somebody to go in.
Well, we've seen how physical this game is, Pete, so you better have a backup. And, there's the extra point, of course.
Good.
And, Pete, he started rough, Scott Barnett. An interception for a touchdown, a sack, flushed out of the pocket, and here he comes back and leads a good drive as this game is wrapped up. But say what you want, this Guelph defense has been absolutely stifling today.
Scott Barnett is from Alliston, Ontario. 6'2", 200, and nice town Alliston is. Don Sparky Leonard sending us a text message. He wants to know my garage code. Should I give him my garage code?
Why don't you give it to everybody?
Yeah. He said he's returning to the fan. He had some poor Sparky. He had some water in the basement. Our good friend Sparky, who's great, his nephew.
Great nephew.
Yeah, great nephew's on the roster here. Reese Staley. We hope to see him healthy and
had a knee injury near the end of the year. And Pete, let's just catch the ball and take a knee.
Kick here. No, it is the squib kick. Bounces 1-2 high over the head. Boy, you didn't want to see that. Bring it out and fall down, and down you go. And that is the ball game. And there you have it, folks. The Guelph Gryphons in game 1 did something they didn't do all of last year, Sean, and that's win a whole game.
You betcha, Peter.
33-10 is your final.
And maybe a tentative start we saw in the first quarter. However, did this team come alive, especially right after Tristan Abood? 2 great drives in that second quarter. And Guelph fans, Guelph coaching staff must be absolutely thrilled with that performance today.
Well, without question. And it was 3-0 for the Varsity Blues for quite some time. But, even that first series, Abood had 3 first downs. And I thought, and he just looked so comfortable in the pocket. Well, then all of a sudden it just started to happen. And then we saw something we weren't expecting. Yeah. And that's him running with the ball.
For sure, Pete.
Key first down.
But he was throwing darts today.
Yeah,
There's just
really was.
I am very, very curious to see his stats at the end of the game. We don't have them yet. But boy, there's very few missed passes. The only downer today, Pete, is unfortunate.
Yeah, Isaiah Smith.
OUA Rookie of the Year last year, running back, appears to be out. Well, he is out with what appears to be a severe knee injury.
Yeah.
And that is crushing to this team.
One of the great traditions in USports football, the team shaking hands. Look at them. Those are fine young men on both sides of the football that play for the love of the game, the love of their university, and the love of this sport.
And Pete, we're just getting set to take it down. I believe they're going to try to grab Coach Sheen. Nope, I think they got Marshall McCray down there in the corner.
Oh.
Well,
Marshall McCray. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? There's a new Marshall in town. Looks like Justin Slam Dunk is going to do an interview with him. All right, Justin, take it away.
Here with outstanding freshman quarterback Marshall McCray, 2 touchdowns in your first USports game. What was it like out there?
It was a great feeling, finally being able to get on the field after working all summer with the team. I thought we executed well, and it was a great game.
You moved here this summer just to commit to this. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, the university game is a way different game than the high school game, so I want to come learn as much as I can to get ahead of everyone, and I think it was a good decision. The training camp went well with the team, and everything's going great.
I think a lot of people out there would be interested in what's the relationship like between you and Tristan Aboud, because both of you were here in the summer, even though you're competing for playing time.
He's a great guy. Like, he's my roommate right next door. Good guy. Like, we're always helping each other. Even the other quarterback, Troy, we're always helping each other, making sure we're at our best. We want to see all of us succeed. So it's a good environment.
Are we talking roommates and res?
No, he's right next door. So yeah.
But what do you think about this team overall? You get a win in your first game. Defense looked like it balled out. Offense was really balanced. But what stood out to you?
Well, I just stood out like we made our mistakes, but we came back and fixed those mistakes. For a first game to put up 33 points and still make mistakes, it just shows that we can just keep pushing and get better.
Awesome, man. Thanks for joining us. Good luck next week.
Thank you. Oh, yes.
All right. Catch some of these highlights of the game, and we'll be with you in a few seconds.
I went by Knights
Guelph Gryphons were all about it on defense today. You can see their big number 96, Josh Campbell, making plays. Tristan Aboud is throwing the ball down the field with authority, and a lot of great plays from his receivers in this ball game. A couple of first-year quarterbacks, Aboud, and of course I just talked to Marshall McCray, helped guide this team to a season-opening win against the University of Toronto Varsity Blues. But Dennis McPhee, the defensive coordinator, has to be really happy with his group. Yes, they give up a touchdown at the end of the game, but the offense is going to be happy with that touchdown from Willem Arsenault, an outstanding freshman receiver for the University of Guelph Gryphons, and that was Tristan Aboud's first touchdown pass in USports football, and we're seeing Marshall McCray's first touchdown run in USports football as well. It was a balanced attack on offense. Isaiah Smith, the outstanding sophomore running back, left this game in the first quarter actually with a lower body injury, but the Gryphons were still able to move the football. Aboud showed off some of his underrated athleticism as well as a runner, picking up some yardage, and then you see the defense. That dude, number 43, was the guy that really stood out to me in this game. Braden McDougall, and then look at the wheels. McCray, the youngster. He wouldn't give me a 40 time, but I think he runs about a 4.5 40. He's got that kind of speed to get to the outside, and a little flash at the end of it as well. And then he can throw it too. He's got dual threat abilities. First touchdown run and first touchdown pass for McCray in this football game. An impressive outing from the youngster, and it was an impressive outing for the Gryphons defense, led by the starting strong side linebacker Anthony Mortuzzo. He had a pick six, he had a couple sacks, do stuff in the run. This dude was all over the place. I'm sure McPhee, the defensive coordinator, will be happy with that performance from number 2. And yeah, the Varsity Blues got in the end zone late, but that's a garbage time touchdown, so we don't need to worry about that. Gryphons fans, Guelph looked really good, full value for the season opening win.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and welcome to our post-game wrap-up. And what a home opener for the Gryphons today. The final score of the game was the Guelph Gryphons 33 to Toronto Blues 10 today. It's been an amazing day. They had a wicked game. Justin, we talked about it a little bit all game, actually, that these boys were a little bit younger and maybe potentially inexperienced as well. How do you think that they played today?
Yeah, 15 first-year starters, and I think overall they acquitted themselves very quickly. You consider it was kind of a slow start, but the defense looked really good. Deaker McPhee giving the deuces over there. He really liked the performance. And I think rightfully so. The defense showed up. They held the fort for the offense so they could get their footing with Tristan Aboud and Marshall McRae. We talked about him a lot, but you're probably only going to go as far as your quarterback can take you. And I think they have not one, but two legit quarterbacks that can help them out. Yes, Isaiah Smith went down, but we saw a couple guys, Donovan Malloy and Craig Sherrington, step up. Mason Duval had some carries as well, so all the backs got some work. So I really like the makings of this team after a season-opening win.
Absolutely. You talked about a little bit Anthony Martuzzo with a quick little pick six there at late in the fourth quarter. How do you think he played overall today?
He was awesome. I mean, I think he's an underrated type of dude. He's got some great athleticism to him, and he's shown that in the open field that he can go and get the football. He can take it to the house, look like a running back, right? You thought he was an offensive player when he's running into the end zone. So this guy has the makings of being able to do a lot of things in a chess piece that Dennis McPhee, the defense coordinator, can move around. I really liked how the Gryphons performed, especially on defense today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Justin, for your insight today. Gryphon fans, we will see you back here at Alumni Stadium September 9th when your Guelph Gryphons take on the Laurier Golden Hawks. I'm your host, Midupe Akello, and thanks for tuning in.